Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody today? Shall we make a start? Let's get straight on with today's early bird. Now, I need to tell you, when we have this normally on a normal show, we sell thousands upon thousands upon thousands of units of this. You're looking at it, right? Look at it and you're thinking, John, what on earth is that? What on earth is that? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's the facing that you put in your, it's Vaseline face mark, the inner layer. The inner layer, when you're making masks, it's the inner layer. It's not fusible because you don't want any fumes or anything fusible. It literally is the middle layer. You know when you make masks, right? And when we first started, right a year ago, everything had to be 3 layers thick. And then they said, oh, no, it only has to be 2 layers thick. If you want that extra layer, if you're in Wales, or if you're in Scotland, this is an essential. But if you just want that added security of having a layer of this in between your 2 layers of cotton, it's washable, obviously washable because you need to wash them up. So you're saving £1. It's supposed to be £5.98 for half a metre. It's £4.98 for half a metre. I'll open it up. Oh, yeah, you get the whole of this. It's a half metre piece, yeah. Oh. So there you go. It's not. So you're getting a metre. It's 50 centimetres wide. Sorry. It's my bad. So used to having half a metre. So it's So the actual fabric, the width of the fabric is 52 centimetres, and you get a metre for £4.98, 1 metre for the thing is, it's exactly the same as saying you get half metre anyway, because it's the same square footage. £4.98 for the interfacing that goes in your mask when you're wearing a mask. It's just brilliant. When you're making a mask, it's just fantastic. Obviously, Vaseline have done all the research and everything about what it's got to be and how you can breathe through it and things like that. It's the inner layer fabric. It's now if you buy 2, they'll already be cut. They'll already cut them into 2 for you. You know what I mean? They're already cut into these pieces. Remember, it is a metre, but it's half a metre wide, so it's like having half a metre of fabric. Oh, obviously, yes, if you're a surgeon, don't wear, it's not medical grade to wear in the operating theatre or anything like that. But for you and me going shopping and round, all that sort of stuff. Laurie, there's so many of you in today. Paula says good morning. Jenny says good morning. Terry says good morning. Kate says good morning. Glenys is ready with her coffee. Carol says good morning. Mary says good morning. John from a snow-covered Derry. Keep checking out on this while I'm saying hellos. Sue says good morning. Barbara says good morning. Donna says good morning. Susan says good morning. Oh, Susan's on her second coffee already. I don't know how many Hannah's had. Princess said morning, John and team and all the viewers. Marcia says good morning. Jill says morning. Missed the beginning of the show on Freeview. Oh, that's Emma's fault. What did you miss? What happened? This is the beginning of the show. What did you miss? Let me know what you missed, Jill. Mary Jane says good morning. Cousin Susan says good morning. Judith says good morning. Margaret! Good morning, John and everyone. It's Emma today. Margaret, I've given your present to Hannah. She says, thank you very much, Dean. She hasn't opened it yet. I also brought her about 10 tins of chickpeas today and some tahini. Oh, Emma's having the tahini. Shelley says good morning. Anne says morning. Great to have you all back. Oh, thank you very much indeed. So are you buying this? Come on. Oh, Emma Bradford's in, everyone. Morning, Emma Bradford. Oh, haircut soon. All my hair. Even I'll put my Elnet hair. Other hair things are available. It's all flopping in my face today. Oh, Teddy in Wimbledon. Good morning, John and studio team. Teddy in Wimbledon. Thank you, Teddy. Isabel, and lots of you coming in today. Keep going through for this, though. Keep going through. Karen is saying, morning, John. Just watching my granddaughter, Gracie. Hello, Gracie. Morning. Morning, Gracie. Oh, yeah, Isabel. Good morning, John team. A little sad. I know it is. Yes, it is. It is sad, Isabel, but Morning, John, says Hilary. Lynn says good morning. Has Vicky gone to Greg's yet? No, Vicky's not gone to Greg's yet. She's quite irritated. Yeah, she was texting me yesterday morning. She'd sent Kieran out to get her some sweets and some biscuits and things. Good morning, John and team. Loving the look today. Thank you, Suzanne. Another Suzanne says good morning. Lucy says morning, gorgeous. I never know what channel she's watching. Oh, Alison Marion's waving. When she's in, she must be in this week. Is it Tuesday she's in? I'm in on Monday. Oh, by the way, I'm in on Monday next week. So I'm doing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, doing Rebecca Reed's Day on Monday. Rebecca Reed's doing Tuesday. Alison's doing, I don't know what project Alison's doing, but it looks like a mop on your head. I asked her if it was an April Fool's joke. She was like, no. So I don't know what it is. Thanks, John, for that. Anyway, keep going through for this. Keep going through. £4.98. You're getting a metre piece, but it's half a metre wide. And you're saving £1. Now, remember, once you've done your P&P, once you've done your P&P and also, well, okay, once you've done your P&P, you've paid for it, right? And you're going to want that in a minute because I've got a little announcement for you to make in a minute. I know. Just a little one. Oh, hang on, who else is in now? Ketty, good morning, John. Good morning, Ketty. How are you? I think I've put too much bronzer on this morning. Never mind. It'll wear off as the time goes on. Keep going through, keep going through. It's the early bird special. It's the Vaseline face mask inner layer fabric. You get a metre of it. It's already pre-cut. You're saving £1. It's 50 centimetres wide, so when it arrives in your house, don't think you've only been sent half a metre. I know. £4.98. Oh, morning, says Stuart. Morning, says Jackie. Oh, two Jackies. Jackie Collins. Morning, John. You're such a tease. Cheeky. Jackie Jack says morning. Morning. At £4.98. Right. Are we done on this? Keep going through. Oh, hang on. Keep going through. Keep going through. Derek says morning. Hannah, Emma and John. Great Vaseline mask lining. Washes very well. Thank you very much. There's my own FIFO from Derek on there. Except you didn't do a FIFO, you did direct. Love the show, says Tracy. Jackie says you're such a tease. Oh, two teasers. Morning, John. You look very smart. Joanne says morning, everybody. Well, I thought it was out of respect. Out of respect, I thought to wear black. I'm squeezed into these jeans, mind you. And I forgot to bring some black shoes. So later on when I'm doing the Adjustoforms, Emma's been told she can't get a shot of my feet. I might just take my shoes off because I've got black socks on. Look like I've got black shoes on. There you go. Right, okay, now listen. Keep going through for that. I will remind you of that later because not everyone's up at 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning, are they? Am I all right? Have I got some left? Oh, yeah, I've got some left. I'm waiting. Right, special announcement. Before we do anything else. Right, okay, this next item, I'm not going to do it now. Not going to do it now. Right, every time I bring you this, it sells out, right? It sells out. So we complained, and every time I do this, Hayley, every time I do this, it sells out. I need more, I need more, I need more. Right, I've got the biggest ever stock that we have had of this. It's so brilliant, right? It's the iron that could, no graphics on pre-order. It's on pre-order at the moment. It's I'll be doing a demo in the 10 o'clock hour. The Beldray 2-in-1. Now, it is the most brilliant iron. Before I saw this, I'd already bought one, not one of these, an iron, which I paid more money for, and it doesn't do half of what this does. And the steam, if you love an iron with steam, this is brilliant. But the joy of it is you can have it cordless or you can have it with the cord. It's totally up to you, but it always, always, always sells out. Whenever I bring this to air, it always sells out. And I've got the biggest stock today. And I'll give you, right, it's less than £30. I know. And, have you checked that price comparison yet? Okay, I was going to say something, but I might save that for later. But it's a really good price. It's a really, really, really good price. We're cordless steam iron. Oh, it's cordless and, well, you can have it cordless or 2-in-1. Brilliant. Right, okay. Now, let me tell you how you can buy that in a minute because I've got to do the menu first. Menu. Here's the menu. Fabulous fabrics I've got in the first hour. Okay, now in that first hour, I've got a panel which you've never seen before here, and already it's selling like billio. I can't tell you. Right, then I'm doing at 9 o'clock, I'm doing the Selsey top. Now that's from the Sussex seamstress, Jane the Sussex seamstress. That's from her, it's beautiful. Adele is here with 2 L's. This is Skyfall. Beautiful, isn't it? Lovely top, that one. Then after that, I've got Adjustoform. There was a different menu up then. Oh, gave you a brief thingy of yesterday there. Tomorrow, not yesterday, tomorrow. Now, at the Adjustoform Hour, in the Adjustoform Hour, I've also got the ironing rulers. I've also got the iron. I've also got loads of stuff in that Adjustoform Hour. Then, at 11 o'clock, Adele is back. Adele is back with the... Look, isn't that lovely? I chose that fabric. I just say I chose that fabric. And then there's a fabric in the hour that Hannah chose for you. So that's beautiful. It's, again, the Sussex Seamstress, Jane, the Sussex Seamstress. That's at 11 o'clock. Then at 12 o'clock, we've got to run all the way to the Yarn Lane Studios. New presenter. I want to... No, he won't change. He won't, I think he'll be wearing black as well today. He'll have blue shoes on, but they'll have been worn out because he has to run so fast to get to the studio. Now, it's not said who it is. It's, that lovely lady who puts the knitting needles under her armpits. Twink Knits, Nicola from Twink Knits, that's it. So that's that. Now, there are 3 ways you can get in touch with me. The first way is by sending an email. studio@sewingstreet.com. studio@sewingstreet.com is the email. They're the ones that will go through to Hannah, and she will read them in my ER. You can also, Hannah's in there. You can also do it on Facebook Live. Right now, quickly, very, very quickly, because Anne says, morning, John, you're looking very smart. Joanne says, morning. Hilary says, morning, John, love your hair. Oh, thank you, but that's from Ladybird Hilary. Jackie says, morning, John, the team. Derek says, thought you were looking slimmer. It's because I'm squeezed into these jeans. Susan's got that iron and she loves it. Oh, no, I bought a new iron yesterday. Take it back, Jenny. Take it back and buy ours. Margaret says, tight jeans, that takes me back, felt like wearing a girdle. And Kath says, morning, John, your shirt is very flattering on you. Thank you. Maybe I'll be one of those people who wears black every day. I don't know if I can go. No, I don't think so. I've got black for tomorrow as well, but black floral tomorrow. Anyway, so that's, or you can go to the website, www.sewingstreet.com. Click on Watch the Show Live. How many are there? There's the message there on the right hand side. Send the message, just write your message in there. Click on send your message and hello haircut. Oh, well, yeah, 19th my haircut. Right, okay, scroll down on the page. Right, so now look, there's the early bird that we've already done. Now everything from today's show is on pre-order. Look. So now, in a minute, when we sell something, when I show something, like I'm going to show you the gnome thing in a minute, there'll be 2 columns. One will be show deals, and then this is pre-order, where you can go for everything on today's show. So there's all the gorgeous fabrics. Right, at New York State, Tarrytown there. Right, carry on. That's all brand new. Oh, yeah, they're new to me. The first ones before that were all new to me. Tarrytown were all new. Right, hang on. Keep going. Ray! Oh, sorry. No, you hate it when I do that because all your dogs go crazy, don't they? There's the panel that I'm going to show you first thing. It's already selling. And I've got a few fabrics from the collection as well there, you see. Oh, where have they gone? There they are. Oh, there's the top. There's the top we're making and the fabric to go with the top. Then... Oh, yeah, now, they're just the refills for you. People ask for the chalk refills. They're the refills. It looks like the pen's in there. That's just a drawing. It's just a drawing. Okay, keep going. There we got Adjustoforms. Now, I've only got cherry and sapphire. That's all I've got today, cherry and sapphire. And then we've got more fabrics. We've got no overlockers. We've got cover stitch. Got thread. Oh, there's the iron. Under £30, under £30. Oh, and next to it, the rulers. Oh. Do you know what? They'll have sold out by the time I come to it. Then, of course, what's that? Oh, now hang on a minute. Go back. Right? So I've got early bird. That was yesterday. That was the day before's early bird, right? Still at early bird price. That will sell out before we get to it. This fabric was brilliant, right? It works out at £2.99 for half metre, but it's 60 inches wide. I haven't got the bundle here. Oh, we're not meant to have it, right? Then there's the skirt that we're doing. There's the fabric we've done it in. And again, it's Jane from the Sussex Seamstress. Anyway, look. Right, okay. Are we ready to carry on with the show? Go. Oh, my word. I've spoiled my trick now. I wasn't going to disappear. Well, some of you all wanted me to disappear. 16 irons have gone already and I haven't even put the graphics through or anything yet. Just so you know. And a quarter of the stock of this has gone. Oh, no. Graphics are taking a while. There we go, $9.99. Now, the collection, let me show you. I've got fabric from the collection here, was really, really popular. Look, this is the fabric. I'm going to do all these to go with. But the panel didn't arrive in time for the launch, so we've got it today. So this is a launch of the panel today. Isn't it gorgeous? Right, I'll hold it up and read some of your messages while you have a look and check out. Angie says, morning, John. Very appropriate shirt and it looks good on you. Thank you. Linda says, good morning. Morag says, morning. Any news of Vix? No news. What? What's the matter? Just what I need, your lovely face on this grey morning. Lots of love. Sean, Hannah, Sean, where have you been? Right, now, what I need to tell you is Sean used to come in when we did Sewing Quarter, and she's got a very handsome son who she tried to pimp off to Hannah. He was on a world travel in Thailand or somewhere like that. Oh, Sean, how is he? And she's got a beautiful house. She's got a really beautiful house. Is she what? Oh, yeah, it's the son. We can't. What was his name? Was he Joe or something like that? What's his name and is he available for a date? When we're allowed to do dates. She said she'll meet outside. She won't go to keep her hands off him, but she'll better meet outside. Morag says, yeah, there's no news for Vix. No news of Vix. Joanne says, morning, John. Looking great today. Andy Lynn says, you're looking very dapper this morning. Oh, that shirt takes me back to the 70s. I had one with lace under the hem, and my father kept telling me my petticoat was showing. Oh, skirt! Skirt! I thought you meant my shirt. I was going to say, you cheeky bear. Kirsty says, morning, John, watching coffee and toasted tea cakes. I just read that as chicken. I just read that as watch with coffee and toasted chicken. It isn't. It's toasted tea cake. Oh, how lovely. Right, come on, go through on this. The skirt is very, very late 70s. And yes, people did put broderie anglais underneath it to make sure the petticoat was looking there. I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? Anyway, look, how are we doing on these? Okay, more than half the stock of these is gone. More than half the stock has gone once you've all checked out. It's lovely, isn't it? It's fun. Keep going through for that, though. Keep going through. I need to put it down. My arms are hurting. The gyms have been shut. There you go. Isn't it lovely? I'll put it like this for you. Look. There you go. Oh, Teddy's bought his iron. Thank you, John. Finally got my cordless iron order checked out before they all sold out. They're flying out, Teddy, and we've not even put the graphics through yet. Do what? Oh, you still got his picture on your phone? Okay. Okay, Sean, she's still got your son's picture on her phone. She has. Well, that sounds even worse then. She said, could you please clarify it's not on my phone? I looked on the internet. Because he's that infamous. Morning, John and team, says Julie. Now, Julie, I think I saw you doing a demonstration yesterday on, was it on Facebook or YouTube or something like that? Not on a telly programme, just Julie in her workroom. Okay, £9.99. Please, please, please do check out on that. And just get my... keep going through. We're going to carry on with this collection now. So anyway, don't worry. Oh, okay. So a third of the stock of the... How many do we have? Yeah, a third of the stock of the... No, yeah, a third of the stock of the irons have gone. Just so you know, we haven't even got there. We're supposed to be at 10 o'clock. Right. Right, okay, let's carry on with the gnomes. I've not got not a super bundle, Mendel. I've just got them by the half metre. Some of the half metres have sold out. We can't do all of them anymore. John, are the threads to you on the counter available, please? Yes, they're on pre-order. Let me show you very quickly. These are the silk finish cotton Metler ones. They're on pre-order. 100% mercerized cotton. Oh, sorry, what's the matter? Well, is that because you're trying to press the button, or you're just going to pre-order for those? Just pop to pre-order for those. And then this was the other box here, the Metler Silk Finish Cottons. 100% mercerized cotton, available on pre-order right now. We will be doing them this hour if you want to wait, Joanne. If you want to wait, that's fine. Right, okay, let's start with this then. So I've got this pattern here. Let me just see. Oh, is that the same? No. Is that this one? No, gnomes with flowers all around them. That's this one. Here you go, got it. Blue and red, we've got this in. Something's happened to this stool, hang on. Blue with what? Ooh. You see, that's why I don't like these. Kat loves these. Kat set up last night, and she loves these plastic boxes to sit on, but they're a bit, if you wobble, they fall off. Right, blue first. There's only 5 metres. Right, we don't know if we're getting this fabric again. I doubt it very much. Oh, Sue's got her iron after long last. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. There's the overhead there. Hi, John. Enjoying Stone Street. Got toast with apple and ginger marmalade. Like one of your shirts. Oh. Morning, John and crew. Very respectful. Thank you very much. Loving the gnomes, says Susan. My sister would love the gnomes. Got to get some and make a lap quilt for her. Isn't it funny that's 2 Susans in at the same time? Then Amanda says, morning, John. Well, that's my guess in Vicky's baby gone. I said yesterday, as it was the same day as my late grandma's. Now, I'm glad that I didn't arrive yesterday, given the sad day. Oh, yes. I'm sure it'll be soon, but, you know, she's getting a bit... Anyway, here we go. This is the blue one. Okay, more people in baskets, and we've got a stock of that one, so I'll fold that one away. Oh, he's called Jack, not Joe, and he's just finished a relationship, so he's free for Hannah. Well, Hannah's on a diet, actually, ready for post-lockdown dates. Here we go. What are you eating? Oh, she's eating grapes. Full of sugar, but grapes. This is Henry Glass. Gnome is where your garden grows. Peking gnomes on red. They're not from Peking. They're Peking. You know what I mean? Morning, John. Ordered 3 of the gnome panels. I still have the fabric from before. The fabric is great fun. From Paul. So that's not our Paul, is it? No, he doesn't live in East Sussex, does he? Did you say our Paul's messaged in? Oh, I thought you said our Paul had messaged in about something. At 7:48, did a very nice picture of a swan yesterday on one of his walks, didn't he? Do you follow little Paul on Instagram? It's the Duke _1111. He goes for a lot of walks at the moment, and we took I see the camera he's using. I don't know if it's on his phone or his camera. May taking beautiful pictures. Anyway, £7.49 for half a metre. This is the red one. Oh, I didn't read any words. I just saw the picture. Oh, that's sad if you put that. Isn't it gorgeous? Now the background, I don't know if you can see on there, but that is a tiny, tiny gingham on the background of there. A little check on the back of that one. 6.5 metres left. That is it. £7.49. After I've done the gnomes, I've got to launch a brand new fabric. I've got to launch a brand new fabric after the gnomes, just so you know. The ones on a pale blue background? Yes. Yeah. They're sitting in clay pots. There's only 4 metres of this one left. How are we doing on the panel? 7.49. I like this because look at the background. It looks like cracked earth, you know, when it's too dry. I've power washed my front path. It looks lovely. I'm going to get a man in to do the rest. It takes too long to do. And you're bent over like that the whole time, aren't you? Please, if you've got the panel in your basket and you want it, please check out. All I'm saying. in it. How much of this do you say I've got left? Okay, that'll have gone when you've all checked out as well. All these known fabrics are going to be gone today. Okay. Oh, that blue one sold out. Okay. Oh, they've both sold out. Sorry. So I've got ladybirds. This is nice. Now, does this appear on the panel anywhere? You see, I think this would be nice as a border. If you're going to make the panel, that'd be nice as a border to the panel, wouldn't it? You see? Oh, yeah, bumblebees. The bumblebees, I was looking for the ladybird. Margaret says, gnomes. Looks like Bill and Ben in old age. Oh, pfft. No, now you've made them start singing that one. At least it's better than that song they were both singing earlier. They forget, you see, once I've put my earpiece in, I can hear everything that they say. And they're not talking about curly girl marmalade, what's it today? What were they talking about today? I can't remember now, but I was like, and then they started singing this song. I've never heard of it. Lulu, morning, John and team. Loving the gnome fabric, and the panel has made me smile. Oh, that's what we're here for. Okay. That will have sold out. Let me just show you the panel again. Yeah, it's panel one last time. Oh! I caught it. I've caught it with my knee. Because I go like this. There you go. How many of those are left? I don't think there are any left, are there? Right, when everyone's checked out, there are 9. So please, if you've got that in your basket, make sure you check out. Right, now I'm going to go on to my brand new fabrics. Right, now I'm just going to come back. Wait, right there. I was about to say, have a look at this, right? Have a look at this. Have a look at this. This is brand new fabric, right? Brand new. That's a mega bundle. That's a mega bundle. Henry Glass. Aren't they gorgeous? Now, that's a mega bundle there, right? So it's £97 and 37 pence. You get 6.5 metres of fabric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6.5 metres of fabric there. I have got them all available by the half metre. So if you don't want the whole bundle, you don't have to have the whole bundle. I've got a mini bundle of these 3 at the end here in a second. Oh, Marina says the panel looks like crazy triplets. Well, your beard's bigger than mine then, obviously, Marina. Morning, John. Loving the new fabric. Isn't it beautiful, Dawn? Isn't it gorgeous? Tarrytown is a place in New York State, not in Manhattan. Beautiful, isn't it? £97 and 37 pence. Just to show, let's have a quick look, right? So I'm going to go through all these individually, but just so you can see them all. That's lovely, isn't it? Oh, that's my favourite so far. Beautiful, gorgeous. Little sprigs. This will make a lovely quilt because you've got different sizes, different. See, that jumps out, doesn't it? Then these are lovely, aren't these little diamond ones? Then these are called ribbons. This comes in red, the teal, and the green. Ribbons, that's called. There's a bundle of just those 3 coming up in a minute. Wendy Orlando. Blimey, she's up early. Morning, Mr. S. Looking forward to watching Adele this morning. Just caught up with the show from the other day. Say no more. Oh, what did I say about her the other day? I can't remember now. I say so much, don't I? Having a lazy morning crocheting. Love this fabric. Please send it my way. It is inspired by traditional quilting fabric. You can see that, can't you? Beautiful. 6.5 metres there for 97.37. And it's the same design, isn't it funny? Same designer that made the gnome fabric. Oh, it's a company. Hang on, the designer. Hang on. Well, now, I work with an actress called Michelle Yeoh. I'm sure it can't be the same one. Okay. No, I think it's spelt differently, isn't it? Yeah, mine had an H on the end. Michelle Yeoh that I worked with on a Bond film was Y-E-O-H. Same company, different designer. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Okay, that's the mega bundle. Let me do the little bundle of ribbons first. And I love the pattern of these. Good morning, John and team. Looking forward to being with you on Monday. Oh, it's Deborah Harry. She's going to sing. She'll be bringing in a, guitar. I'm sure she doesn't get that all the time. Blondie, Blondie. She's doing something with creative grids. And then she's doing her table runner on Monday. Morning, says Carol. Any news on the baby yet? Another Carol says, nope, still no news. Still no news. She messaged me yesterday when I was in Tesco. She was in a grumpy mood and she sent Kieran out to get her some chocolate. Bundle, £22.47. Who's not? Oh, yeah. 22.47 for this little bundle. Oh, Catherine Wright's in now as well. Oh, they're all in today. Morning, John. The fabric is gorgeous. Having to sit on my hands. I haven't got room for any more. You can always make room. You can always make room. Or this will be with you in like 5 to 7 working days. Make something out of the fabric in your stash. Then there'll be room for this to come in, won't there? Anyway, that's the little mini mega bundle. Lovely and neutral design. Now, it's very traditional though, isn't it? Very, very traditional. Right, where are we going to go next? Right. So, shall we start at that end then? Main floral, I've got in three. You see, I'd love these three together on their own. Look. See what I mean? They're lovely, aren't they? Those three together. So it comes in the red, it comes in the green, it comes in the natural. I don't know what colour they've called it. Oh, what does my bad mean? Oh, Jill, it means I apologise, my mistake. It's down with the kids. My bad. I'm so down with the kids, Catherine said, oh, good thinking. Yeah, get making something. There'll be room for this when it arrives. Main floral on cream first. Ooh. It's freezing cold in here now. Now, you need to know the back, look, you can see it. The background's got a bit of a pattern going on there. It's lovely. It's very, you keep looking at that. It's very, very traditional. Really beautiful. The colours are absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Aren't they lovely? Oh, I watched 3 episodes of Secret Zoo yesterday. There were 2 zebras pregnant at the same time. I told you about that because they didn't know if the boy zebra, anyway, got them both pregnant. There was the sloths didn't fancy each other. The 2 sloths didn't fancy each other. And then there was another one. They had a lot of, the pumas weren't getting on either. Oh, they're very clever, what they do to make them fancy each other, though. And then it's so funny, and the rhino, there was a lovely rhino, and she'd lost a baby last year, and she was like, you could tell she was really sad. It was just like, oh, I was in floods, me. Anyway, $7.49 for half a metre, 100% cotton, brand spanking new today. That's going in your basket, beautiful. Oh, right, if you're on the website already, go and have a look, because there's lots of sellouts already. Look, do you want to have a look? Have a quick look. Here's the website, watch live, right? Right, today's show deals. This is what I've shown you so far. Right, so there's the mega bundles, right? Ladybird sold out. All of those are sold out. And now the red, now that's funny, because the red one, the bottom left there, there were only a couple of meters of that left, so you need to check out on that. Yeah, the majority of the items we've shown so far today have sold out. Oh, look, the gnome. No, it's not, but it's a bestseller. It's even beaten the early bird. The pre-order is on the other side. Pre-order's on the other side, right? Right, go down. There's the fabrics I'm just going to show you now. Keep going. Keep going. There's the threads. Oh, actually, only one thread. There it is. There's the other thread. That's all coming. Then that's the top. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Where's the iron gone? There. Right, the iron is back in stock, right? Remember I said I've got more. Every time I bring it to you, it sells out, right? Every time I bring it to you, it sells out. So we said we want more. So they gave us loads today. Half the stock's gone already, and we haven't even played it yet. Biggest stock we've ever had. And nearly half the stock have gone. Nearly half the stock have gone. And it's not even until the 10 o'clock hour. And that's checked out. That's not in the baskets. That's how many have checked out. I don't know how many people got it in their basket. Anyway, I'll move on. Main floral on teal. These are names from the designer. Michelle Yeoh. Not the stunt lady who's in the Bond film. The highest, her films have or they did when I worked with her, the highest number of people ever watched them. What's it called? The biggest viewing films ever she's in. She does a lot of her own stunts as well. She was in Tomorrow Never Dies. I did Tomorrow Never Dies with her. And it was really weird because we were filming in Thailand and we went out for dinner one night and there was a queue of people just standing. They were all very polite. They didn't bother or anything. And I said, where were they here to see? And she went, me, John, me. Anyway, she was so lovely with them. She was adorable. I've got a picture of her in my downstairs toilet, said, John Scott, I love you so much. And then she's standing in a ball gown. No, she's not. I've got a picture of her in my toilet. There's a picture in my toilet on the wall of her in a ball gown. That would be nice to use the purses from yesterday. Oh, I've just covered up. They were behind me, Carol, the purses. Catherine's purses. I've just covered them up with the iron box there. Jackie Collins, though, used to have her downstairs toilet. We had like pictures of Frank's. Her downstairs toilet was like the size of my house. But so many pictures on the wall. Frank Sinatra. And picture of me. Well, it was. God rest her soul. She won't be there anymore. But, you know. Anyway. 7:49. Oh, that's so passé. What are you going to get an Oscar for anyway? Producing of Stone Street. Oscar goes to Nobel Peace Prize. What would you get that for? Anyway, isn't this gorgeous now? They called it teal. I wouldn't call it teal, to be honest with you. I'd call it like fur. I think it's too dark for grass. It's not quite emerald. Don't look at me. Yeah. It's beautiful. Look at the colours and the shadings in there. Yeah. We're going to do it. If you go to the Henry Glass website. Oh, look. Free project. Using this fabric. Oh, isn't that? Oh, and we've got all those, have we? I think we've got more than that. How many other? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's a couple we haven't got, and we haven't got the plain creams, I don't think, there. But can we have a look at the? Oh, look. Let's have a look at the quilt again. I think that's gorgeous, isn't it? And it's free. Oh yeah, not for resale. Yeah, they get free. Okay, is there another one? Hang on. Oh, is that Michelle? Yeah, she looks like Cat. Okay, there's the website. She looks, that's what, you know, Cat Producer. That's what Cat Producer looks like. Tarrytown. Are there more? Oh, wow. The first one we think was FPP. And then this one's, oh, EPP. EPP. Yeah. And then that one's more, but then they're the same blocks, aren't they? Oh, they're not. Okay. No, not the square ones, but the flowers in the middle, weren't they on the other quilt? Oh, okay. Right. That was advanced beginner, that one. And then there was a more experienced one. Oh, yeah, I see. It looked like there were flowers in the middle, but they're stars in the middle, aren't they? Oh, there's the circular one in there. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Nice, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Free, and they're free. Oh, how lovely. That's lovely. It's for free if you go to their website, the Henry Glass website. I know. That's good that we can show you that. Lovely pattern, that one. Main floral in red now. And this red is a very traditional red, isn't it? You know, traditional quilting red, I'd call that. Samantha says, wanting the iron, but something will have to befall mine first. Oh, now you see, Samantha, I don't work like that. I bought my new one, and it's still on the floor in my dressing room because I know that any day soon the one that I'm using is going to die. So wouldn't it be? And if I didn't have an iron, all the way to iron my shirts, couldn't come to work. You can't say that because you never iron anything. Yeah, Adelle's on with me today, Lulu. Adelle's on. Not the Adele, not the singer. Don't say it like that. We're happy to have our Adele here as well. They went, oh. Well, she'd only sing. She wouldn't sew, would she, if she came on? Anyway, come on, I better get a move on, look, because I've got all these. Which one shall I do next, then? Shall I do ribbons next? There you go. I've got the green. I've got the... Now, you see, I'd call that teal, you see. So the green one first. Oh, that's nice. Now, I wonder where he uses that in his... in their design, then, on that. I don't get it up now, but it'd be interesting to see whether they use that in the design, wouldn't it? Beautiful, isn't it? Twisted ribbons on olive, this one's called. Yeah, that's right. I'd call that olive. Nocchicelli olives. I do as well. Okay. Yeah. Then I've got the other green, which I'm presuming they're calling... teal. Very vintage, that one, isn't it? Very vintage looking, that one. It's nice, isn't it? That's really rich, isn't it? I mean, it's exactly the same as the olive one, but just a different colourway. Okay, then I've got the... Have they called it red? They can't call it red because it's... Oh, okay. There you go. It is called red, but it's a different red, obviously, to this one. Goes beautifully, but just so you know, it's a different red. Fabulous. Okay, moving on. Then I've got... Oh, now, where am I going to go now? Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Oh, isn't this lovely? You got your bird, your butterfly, and then all those lovely traditional flowers on there. I bet there's only about... Oh, no. Now, I was about to say, but there's only 3 colours on there. There's actually 1, 2, 3... Well, I can tell you, 11, 12, 14 different colours on there. Isn't that incredible? Julie says, I love Henry Glass. The colours are always fabulous. Oh, they certainly are on this one, aren't they? This is the only one. There's no other colourway of this one. Yeah, no, and not that we haven't got it. There wasn't one. They didn't do it in another colour. They only did it in this colour. Michelle Yeoh, who looks like cat. Not a cat, like our cat. Oh, honestly, that was ages ago. Jeremy and Kat are brother and sister. Their dad, Terry, shaved his beard off. He had a beard like this, and he shaved his beard off recently. Right, which one do you want to go to next? Oh, Diamond, okay. So this one comes in 2 different colourways. Okay, they called this one Plum. Okay. Do we call it Plum or have they called it Plum? Oh. Tarrytown by Michelle Yeoh of Michelle Yeoh Designs. Same collection, but they called it Plum. $7.49. Maybe they've sold out. It's lovely, isn't it? What we called it? Just diamonds. Diamonds on plum. Gorgeous. Excuse me. I just got to this. Oh. Okay. Now on the green. I don't know what that means. Hannah made a joke. No, it's fine. Oh, it's on mint. It's not on green. It's on mint. Good morning, John. Nice to see you. Always cheerful. Thank you, Anne. Lorraine says, morning, John. Nice to see you today. Oh, it's lovely to see all of you as well. Mint, this one. Diamonds on mint. Morning, John. Looking good. The olive fabric would make a great backing for Christmas fabric. Oh. Lovely. No, it would. It would. The olive's beautiful. It's a gorgeous colour. Okay, now am I doing sprigs or am I doing bouquets? I don't know if they're called that. I'm just, that's how I was differentiating between me and, not between me and Hannah. She's a sprig, I'm a bouquet. Linden green first. Oh, it's very fresh, that one, isn't it? And what do they call it? Stripy bouquet, thank you. I don't know where the stripes come from. No, it's little blue leaves in the background. And it doesn't fall. Can you go further out, please, Emma? Well, no, sometimes you don't. Oh, no, it doesn't. No, that doesn't form into a stripe, does it? No news on Vicky yet. Claire says, nice shirt, very respectful. Thank you. I've got black jeans on as well today. But they're a bit tight. And I forgot to bring black shoes. I've got a black belt, but I've got blue shoes, so... Oh, Hannah's come in black. Oh, don't, because I still could be. Hannah's right in black in case she needs to take over from me. Very professional. Not that they would only clean close your head. Oh, now this is nice. This is lovely. Those colours together are beautiful, aren't they? And if you Google Tarrytown, it looks absolutely beautiful. But whereabouts in New York State is it? How quickly could you get to Manhattan? $7.49 far for me, 100% cotton. That's beautiful. Right, 2 left. I've got 2 left. Oh, I've got all of that. Oh, well, I won't get to that, will I? $25 miles north of... That's perfect, then. I imagine that's where, you know, in Will and Grace, where Will's mum lives, in that suburb in New York State. Yeah, it's beautiful. Right, okay, I've got this in cream and also this very, very blush pink. Cream first. Tiny spray. Well, it is. It's a spray of flowers, isn't it? It's pretty, isn't it? That lovely. That, now you see that, I'd use that as my background. Wouldn't you? Tiny spray on cream. Then I've got tiny spray on. Now I would call this blush, but let's see what they call it. Actually, I'd call it Germaline. That's what I'd call it. You know the colour of Germaline? Oh, pink. Pink. It's definitely the colour of Germaline, though, isn't it? Don't let that put you off. It doesn't smell of Germaline. Okay, so are you on the right move in Tarrytown now, then? So she's just looked up Tarrytown, right? She's saying it's a beautiful suburb, 25 miles south of central Manhattan. And she's now on the real estate looking at houses for sale. Dollars. Oh, very good value for money, the properties. That's good. Is it walkable to the station? Okay, now, am I going to do these very quickly? Oh, I've got these in bundle, sorry. Now, this is new to me. You may have seen this before, but if you weren't watching when it was on, you might not have done because it's flown out the door. This is Henry Glass, Violet's Garden. Now, this is the mega bundle. This is all that's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six half meters. You get 3 of the roses, 1 of the sprig, 1 of the... I'll open that one up in a minute, and then that's beautiful, isn't it? So $43.99 for the 6 half meters there, making 3 meters in total. So I've got those 3 are the same, but on green, cream, and pink. Then you've got this very, very subtle sprig here on cream. Then you've got this lovely kind of gypsophila almost looking on pink. And then we've got the... Yeah, but I'm going to do them by the half metre, am I? Yeah. Okay, I've got a bundle of just these 3 if you want to see that. $21.99. Half metre, half metre, half metre. Beautiful. Pale green, cream, and very pale pink. All by the half metre. So let me do this one first, because I want to open this one out because I didn't see this one. Are they roses or peonies? These are Violet's Garden, pink rose it's called. I wonder what those squares are. I know we're not being literal, but you know what I mean? They looks like a peony. Oh, is that me? I can hear whistling. Oh, there's lots of Tarrytowns in New York, says Trisha. In America, sorry, not in America. Hannah's convinced it's the one near New York, though. Look at this one, then. Well, where does Michelle Yeoh come from? Oh, she's from Australia. Maybe there's a Tarrytown, New York, Australia. Now, what have we called this one, then? Violet's Garden. Pink Fern. Oh, nice. Pauline says, good morning, John Team. Right, Elaine says, I must ask, what are those plastic bits on your fingers? Right. Elaine, right, when I do a fabric hour, I lick my finger like that and hold up. And Roxana was a bit worried that I was licking my finger and not sanitising between each one. Not for the fabric's sake, but for my sake. So she made me this lovely little pouch. And in it, she's put some of these. Now, they're like fabric grips. They're actually available in Amazon. They're not fabric grips at all. They're for playing a guitar. But I use them, so it means I don't have to lick my finger when I'm wafting the fabric. That's what they are. So Roxana made those for me. Anyway, that's gorgeous. I have to have a drink of water in a minute in the break because of frog in my throat. Right, what do we call this one then? Cream Floral Stems, it's called. There you go. That's very, very subtle, this one. Bit like me. Berna said, good morning, John. Very respectful. I am too in black with pink slippers. But as I think as an artist, Prince Philip would approve of bright colours. God bless him. Good company yesterday, as always, family matters. Hannah Second chance at love with Jack. Ah, love Bernadette. Well, it's not second chance because he didn't even know about the first chance. She'll welcome him back with open arms, she says. Right, okay, so now I've got these 3 roses. Well, we're calling them roses. I've got, which colour first, please? Pink first. It's the softest, softest, softest pink. Blush almost. Oh, there you go. It's a lot narrower. There you go. $7.49. $7.49. Oh, okay, quickly. I've got cream now. Oh, sorry, the lady's waiting for the threads. Oh, sorry. Okay, very quickly. This is the cream one. And then I've got it in pale green. This is the pale green. Very quickly. Sorry, I've completely forgot about the threads. Oh, have they been in? Green floral. Very quickly now, because I've got to go. Adele's waiting to come in. These threads, the big threads. QUYV68, these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Are there 30 in there? Oh, 28, sorry, 28. Oh, can't even count. Oh, the silk finish, lovely, because they've got the really beautiful finish. You can't see it on here. So it's cotton wrapped in silk. It's very good for embroidery, very good for top stitching. Here you go, sewing, quilting, embroidery, and overlocking. They're really beautiful finish threads, those. And then last but not least, we've got these silk finish cottons, smaller box, and this finish is 21. Sean says she'll let Jack know when he wakes up that Hannah's ready. McBabe 8, he's got to go to. Don't come in here today to have a look. If I go off poorly, she has to come in now. Anyway, $25.99. I've got to go. Adele's waiting to come in. Make sure you check out your baskets. Loads of the iron have sold. It's on pre-order still. Hasn't even gone through yet. I've got the biggest amount I've ever had. Right, okay, we've never had 40 irons in one go, and 40 irons have gone already, and that's not baskets. That's not baskets. We've got something, we've got more. Right, don't go anywhere. Adele is up straight after the break.
Hello, I'm Adelle Rowland. You may have seen me on shows already. My passion is in dressmaking. I've been sewing now for about 4 years, completely self-taught. I've actually learnt a lot from the mistakes that I've made. In my normal day job, I'm actually a secondary school science teacher, and one of the things that dressmaking has brought is the conversation starter with my students about the dresses, the tops, everything that I've made. I have 2 young daughters and a wonderful husband as well. One secret or surprising fact about me is that I actually have a silver world medal for Irish dancing. My dressmaking top tip is always remember your notches. Don't skip that part with dressmaking because those notches are very important to line up all of your seams. I can't wait to bring more dressmaking projects to you and get more people sewing.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on, so you never have to spend a minute without us.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Adele's here with 2 L's. Now, she's going to be using the iron. Now, Lewes has messaged in saying she's bought the iron. She finds it very liberating using it without the wire. If you wonder what I'm talking about, I've left it over there now. We've got the Beldray 2-in-1 iron back in today. And basically, we've got more stock than we've ever had before. And we've sold more already than we've ever had before in the first, in one auction sort of thing. And oh, there it is. There it is. It's going to sell out today. It's going to sell out. It's only on pre-order, though. It's on pre-order. Right, OK, let's get on, because we've got a Sussex seamstress. Now, I'll tell you more about the Sussex seamstress later. She's called Jane. She trained at London School of Fashion. She went to work for Vivienne Westwood. Zandra Rhodes. I should know that, because Zandra Rhodes and I are the same patrons of the same charity, the Rainbow Trust Children's Charity. So she went to work for Zandra Rhodes, and she had children. And then, she'd work at Ravensbourne, didn't she? And she got into ballet. She went to Ravensbourne, she got into ballet. And she's she's much younger than me, obviously, but we must have followed the same route, because I used to work for Jane Cowood and Marjorie, who were Jane would make the bodices and Marjorie would make the tutus for every ballet going on, the Royal Ballet, Festival Ballet and everything like that. And I used to work for them. And Jane, Sussex seamstress, used to work for the ballet as well. Anyway, let's get on. So this is her pattern. Now, you know that you've seen some of her patterns before, and they've been very, very popular. This one is called the Selsey. It's £15.50. And it's a lovely top. Can I show you it on the... it's the first time you've seen it here. And would you like to see it on the stand? Have a look at the picture. There it is, gorgeous. Got that sassy little bow on the side. Right, that bundle of fabric that you're seeing that one made out of is already going. I need to tell you that already. So the pattern is £15.50. Now, I'm sure Adele will have her pattern open. Please note, don't just open the pattern and throw it away, because there is an oops on the back, look. And I love this, that they own up for it. How many people oops, the tie pattern should read cut 2 to fold, apologies for the error. Isn't that cute? That's so sweet. Right, now, how many of these have we got in stock? I'm going to open one. Only because it's got nothing written on the outside, you see, and I know you like to know about sizes and things like that. Like to see what you get inside, isn't it? Oh, well, when my postman arrives, I rip open the envelope. Right, first of all, it's really, really, really good quality. It's that same, the pattern paper that's really, really good quality. Oh, now this is good. Look, small, medium and large. So I'll tell you about the sizes in a second. Look, cut 2 to fold, front and back. Now this one is where it says cut 2 to fold. That's where the mistake, isn't it? The tie pattern piece should read cut 2 to fold. There you go, small, medium and large. And that's your test square there, 10 centimetre test square. Here are the instructions. Oh, okay, there's a sizing chart, is there? Okay, the second image on the website has the sizing chart. There you go, there you go. It's on here. Do you want to show it on here or on the web? Right, so it goes up to a size 20, which is 110, centimetres. 110 centimetres for the bust, 91 for the waist, 115 for the hips. It doesn't go to the, I suppose it just goes down to it, doesn't it? Crepe de chine, lightweight satin, viscose. Very, very, this is good. Looks. Oh, does it? Right, Jane, if Jane's watching on Facebook, Jane, Hannah's size chart goes up to a size 26. I think, where have they got that one from then? Right, we will double check. We will double check about the sizing. I don't think this one goes to size, because you've only got a small, medium and large. I think if there was a 26, there would be an extra large. Okay, so we'll find out. We will, if she's watching, she'll message in, I'm sure. Anyway, seam allowance of 1 centimetres everywhere. Fabrics, right side, wrong side. Everything you need to know with the construction, glossary, layouts, everything there. Oh, she has a general sizing chart on her website. I think this top, to be honest, still size 20 is a good size. Anyway, shall we get on? Hello, Adele.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Oh, sorry. No, Adele, I can't come to you. I haven't done any fabric.
Oh, right.
I'm so busy. Sorry. I'm so busy. Because I know we're going to try and do the whole thing, aren't we? And I was getting overexcited. Sorry. So I've got a bundle of the one that it's already made of. Very, very popular. A metre and a half it says here in this bundle. That'll be to make the largest size. £22.99. Ocean blue Selsey top fabric bundle. Right, now this feels like a cotton poplin. Oh, shout out to lawn. It's a nice weight lawn then. It's not, I'd say it was halfway between a poplin and a lawn. It's not your lightweight flyaway lawn. It's halfway between the two. It's really, really good quality and beautiful. Oh, I've only got single figures of that bundle left already. So many of you bought that on pre-order. Yeah, so the pattern goes up to a size 20. Right, here you go. Here's the fabric. Now, that fabric's wide, isn't it?
Yeah, and it does say if you've got wide fabric,
Oh,
150, you only need a metre.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so you'll have some of that left over because you get a metre and a half in the bundle.
Make a nice little hair tie.
Huh?
A little hair tie.
A little hair tie. So all you can have with half a metre. Hannah's got a lot of hair. She'll have to. Right, I'll fold that up in a minute because I want to get on. Right, so now this is where the confusion comes, because now this fabric is identical, but this one is definitely a fine lawn, isn't it? Mm. This one here is definitely a fine lawn, and oh yeah, still wider, still wider. Isn't that lovely? Now this is if you're a new beginner, I'd go for the blue one rather than this, because the blue one will be easier to sew than this one. It is salmon pink. Now, are they calling, what's they calling this? The same lawn? You see, because this to me, yeah, so this to me is a lawn. The blue one is definitely a poplin. Oh, and this is viscose. Very breathable, this is. Viscose. How funny they've done the same print, but on two different fabrics. Beautiful. Okay, let's move on. Now I've got the black one. Is this a crepe, a viscose crepe, this one? Now this one is slightly heavier. Beautiful, though. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Again, oh, now that's super wide, that one. Oh, right, that's just a metre then, is this one? There you go. Oh, hang on. No, no, no. Okay, you only need a metre. You only need a metre, but you get a metre and a half in your bundle. Okay, stop. We've got this available by the ½ metre. So if you are going to get this, you only need a metre. You might want the fabric for something else, but you only need a metre of this if it's when that's super wide. Okay, so it's viscose crepe, linen look. Right, no linen in it. Viscose, very breathable. Viscose is a man-made fibre, but using natural things like wood pulp and cotton and things like that. It's beautiful though, isn't it? That's just good. Make a completely different top, that one. I will fold these up while Adele's doing her sewing. Oh, I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah. Right, okay, so now I've got two other. These are very, very lightweight. These are by the ½ metre, I'm presuming. Now again, that's wide. That's wide, so you only need a metre of that. That 140. Hang on.
Oh, it says 150.
Okay, no, you need a metre and a half of this one if it's 140. A metre and a half you need of this one. Digital print viscose. It is beautiful. A metre and a half you need of this. A metre and a half. Beautiful. And then I've got this. Now this is going to look beautiful for the summer, this one here. Now again, this is even lighter weight. So you will... Yeah, you'll need a metre and a half of this one. Yeah. Can you imagine it, that? Now, viscose lawn again, this is very, very lightweight, but beautiful. That would work beautifully for a summer barbecue. Like you were saying earlier, it looked lovely with jeans and things like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, jeans and a nice pair of heels.
Yep. But if it's your first sewing attempt, go with the very first blue one, because that's the most stable of all the fabrics. Single figures of that first bundle. Okay, right, now we can do some sewing. Adele?
Hello.
Hello. Right, okay, I knew, because you've got lots to do, haven't you, in this hour? That's why I was
we're going to get
rushing
the
on.
whole top done.
Okay, perfect. Go.
Right. Oh, I feel like I'm on Challenge Annika.
Yeah.
Now. Do you remember
Showing
that?
your age, yeah. Surely you must watch the repeats. You won't remember the real thing.
No, I remember the real thing.
Oh, okay.
I was an 80s girl.
All right, then.
So it's only made up of 2 pattern pieces, a front and back, which are identical, and then the tie, which again has got the little instruction there that there's 2 pieces. So before I've even started with this, I have finished my seams already, just going along with the zigzag foot,
Right.
because it did fray very slightly, just because it's very lightweight. But you can do it in various ways. You can either overlock it first, you could do your pinking shears, or if you don't have an overlocker, just a zigzag finishes that off. So I haven't done it afterwards, I've done all my pieces before. And I've already done the armholes here. So it's a really great project for a first beginner, or if you've got like just a morning that you just want to get something made, you can do this within just an hour or so. So I've already just finished my seam, and then I have folded over the armhole edge.
Right.
Okay. Now the instructions do say that if you haven't finished that seam, you might want to fold it over twice just to encase it, but that zigzag stitch is staying really nicely on there, so I've already folded that over. So I'm going to show you how to do that on this.
Okay.
And pressing is the best way to prepare this, because it's a very, very small seam that if you were just folding it over to go straight in the machine, it wouldn't hold. So I've pressed this already. So I've given that a really nice press. All I'm going to do now is a stitch down there and a stitch down there.
No pressure, but Jane's watching.
Oh, hello, Jane.
She says the sizing is on the website. It's our website that's wrong, not yours, Jane. Sizing on the website, small is 8 to 10, medium 12 to 14, large 18 to 20. And she loves the Field of Flowers fabric.
Right.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Maybe I'll message Jane later about that then. Jane says hello. Yeah, go by pattern, go by the pattern like we've just said. The small is 8 to 10, medium 12 to 14, large 18 to 20.
That Field of flowers fabric is beautiful. I can imagine quite a few summer dresses in that.
She says hello, Adele. Or hi, Adele, and a kiss.
Hello. I've not met Jane before. This is a brand new pattern company to me, and I love finding new pattern companies.
Well, you love independent, you love kind
big
of...
time, yeah. Supporting small businesses, and I just like finding, because every designer has their own style, so it's really nice to experiment and try different ways. But I love finding new designers.
So now, what size needle have you got in your machine?
So this is just a standard universal needle. With it being slightly lightweight, you could go to a finer needle.
Or just a new needle.
Yeah, brand new needle on a new project. Or when I was very early on, I used to use a walking foot when I had very floaty fabric.
Yeah.
Just so that it would feed through the machine top and bottom at the same rate.
Right.
But as I've got a little bit more confidence, I don't use my walking foot as much now. I only use it if I've got really stretchy fabric, like lycra.
Oh, okay.
And that.
Now, Pauline said, what colour thread would you use the fabric that Adele is using right now?
So I've gone with white on my bobbin, but then I've got the darker one on the top. There aren't many. Well, there's a stitching line there that you'll see, isn't there?
Yeah.
And a line there. I suppose you could match the red, couldn't you?
The trick is always go one shade darker than the fabric itself, because you don't want to go lighter than the fabric, so always go one shade darker.
So there's the armholes done. Okay, and I'm going to press that. It looks like it's puckered, but it hasn't. I'm just going to press it to lie that nice and flat again. And pressing is your friend with dressmaking. First thing I always do before I get sewing is I put my ironing board up and I get going.
Lovely iron you're using there.
I know, but I haven't got it unclipped. How do I get it
Oh, have you done it? You push the button down at the bottom.
Yes.
And then keep hold of that bit, and then it comes off.
Yeah, but how do I get that bit off?
Oh, no. Put it down, then push the button the other way then. So click it back on. Keep all the way, that's it. And then take it off. Oh,
Yay!
hey! Sorry, I couldn't come over to help you when
I was at Rutland Water yesterday, and we were watching these people trying to put their bikes into the bike sort of stand.
Oh, no.
And I was like, turn it round. No, that way. Oh, dear.
Carol, the pattern does come in a 16. So, Carol, you'd need to buy... Oh, I will say, so hang on. So it's 8 to 10, 12 to 14 and 18 to 20. Yeah, I suppose you'd buy... Oh, what size did you make?
So this is a small.
Okay, because Jane said it's 8 to 10, 12 to 14 or 18 to 20. So if you're a 16, which size would you make?
I suppose it's probably your bust area where you'll go on, because the rest of it is very floaty and you can adjust this area with the tie.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do the side seams now. Again, I've already finished these seams, and then we're going to look at the neck casing and the necktie.
If you like doing French seams, could you do it with French seams?
Yes,
because they're doing straight seams or straightforward seams, aren't they?
You'll be able to do that. Just don't forget, if it's a 1 centimetre seam allowance, don't do 1 centimetre and then 1 centimetre again. So it would have to be a very small little half.
Well, you know, when you do a French seam, you always do the first one really tiny anyway, don't you? And then just encompass it.
I have to say, I've only ever done a French seam once.
Have you?
Yes. I kind of...
Have you got an overlocker at home?
Yes, I do. I do. And the way I see it is, no one's going to look on the inside.
No.
And my overlocker finishes the seams enough that it will be able to go through the wash multiple times. Yeah. So I know some people, especially if you've got chiffon, if you've got see-through, you might want to do a French seam because you don't want those overlocking threads looking through.
It'd be see-through all over that one, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would. You'd have to have a nice cami top underneath.
Or, like if you were Hannah, you'd have your red lacy bra on. Or your gold sports bra. Jack.
Oh, bless Hannah. Right. let me do these side seams. So it's a 1 centimetre seam allowance all the way through this. And just at the start and the end, I always just do a quick reverse stitch just to make sure it doesn't come undone as we're going down. There we go. And one seam done, and the next seam done. Oh, I've put my, let me put them the other way around because I want to sew them at the same direction so that we don't get any twisting. That's my fault, I've put it on the wrong side. Oh no, I'm still doing it on the wrong side.
You have to say you've got them going up. Helen says, I love doing French seams. It looks so neat when it's finished. The thing is, Helen, I agree with you, it does. If you were making it for somebody as a commission, then I would always do French seams up because obviously they're paying for your... But if you've got wearing it for yourself, I'd either overlock or zigzag them together.
Yeah, yeah.
Depends how quickly you want it on, doesn't it? Mind you, it's only two seams, isn't it? So it's not going to take that much longer, is it?
No. And there's nothing better than going, oh, what shall I wear tonight? Oh, let me just make something up.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, I made this today.
Well, especially now we can go to people's gardens.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've made a new dress and I was walking around the house in it and I said, oh, this is my garden party dress.
Oh.
It's very bright, floral. And I was just like, right, this is cheering me up.
Is that picture you showed us earlier?
No.
Oh.
I made another one the other day.
Because you know the Adaku book, which we've got on again, I think, tomorrow, you've made a dress out of that. It looks amazing.
Yes. And it's really beautiful placing the pattern of the fabric because those fabrics have the most wonderful patterns. Yeah. I can't wait to wear that. I'm going to wear it to school.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be like, look at Miss.
They won't be able to miss me, would they? Coming down the corridor.
Yes. Hiya.
Right, okay, we're going to do the neck facing now. So not the neck facing, the neck casing.
Right.
So let me just show you.
You've got loads of time, by the way.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
That's fine. So this is the markings at the top of the pattern. Okay, so you've got a bold line and then you've got a dotted line.
Right.
So we're going to fold on the bold line and then we're going to sew along the dotted line and we're also going to sew in between those lines there. Okay. So as you look, there's actually 3 centimetres above the neck tie casing, which kind of just finishes it off. And when it's all pulled together,
that lovely ruffled neck, doesn't it? Brilliant.
So the first time I did do it, I didn't read the instructions properly and I just did it there. And then I was like, that's not right, because it's got this beautiful ruffle. So I unpicked it and yes, you've got a 3 centimetres gap there, 3 centimetre gap there with your 2 lines of stitching. Okay. And look as it goes together. Woo! You can have that as far as one, like you can have it further out or have it really in like that. There we
Beautiful.
Go. So I've pressed this again already so that you can see. Now also make sure that you press the same amount either side so that they match up, even though there's no right and front or back to this top. So you might want to maybe put a label in at the end.
Well, no, because it depends what side you can have the bow on, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it depends on what side your hair is, isn't it? I'd probably have my bow here because I've got my hair over here.
But you see, you're talking about jeans, right? Wearing jeans, which would be beautiful with. But I can also see a top for a wedding, really lovely skirt and a fascinator. So the side that you've got your fascinator on, have your bow on the other side, sort of thing. Yeah,
or like a pencil skirt.
Yeah. Well, I think either a pencil skirt or a very, very full, really
like
full.
Big full circle skirt.
Yeah.
And that tucked in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, look at us dreaming of fancy outfits.
But the thing is, weddings can, I mean, I think it's 30 up to a certain date. After April, I don't know the actual dates, but then it goes back to proper full-on weddings again, doesn't it? We won't know how to behave, will we? That's the problem.
Well, I went over to my friend's garden last week and they've got this beautiful sort of jetty into a lake.
Oh, look, listen to your friends. A jetty into a lake from their garden.
It's so nice. And we were just sat there with, well, he'd made paella on the open fire bit, and we just sat there, and it was so lovely.
Was that the day before it snowed? Because we had a really hot day, didn't we? And then suddenly we were working, and then suddenly on our day off, it was suddenly like freezing cold and snowing.
I actually got sunburnt on that day. So I asked my husband to put sun cream on my back. He put it on my back, but not my neck.
Oh, no.
I got sunburnt on my neck. Oh, and he was there in his hoodie all day. So we're complete opposites.
Why? Was he cold?
Yeah, he was cold all day. And I was like in my little Camry top, and I was so hot. And then I got sunburned.
My friend Dulcie's daughter, Sadie, she was at home from university doing a bit of work over the Easter weekend, and I went round to go for a walk with Dulcie, and Sadie was completely burnt from the day before.
Oh, such a strange feeling to have sun one day and then snow the next.
Well, we were in here all day that day when it was sunny, weren't we, Hannah? So we missed the sun. We just got the snow.
Oh. And it wasn't even like nice snow, was it?
No, we don't want any snow. Thank you very much indeed.
It was like that icy snow. My girls weren't impressed. They were hoping they could sled. Okay, so I've already just folded this down. So as you can see now, I've got a really big casing. We're going to now do another seam halfway through here.
Okay,
now
so that's the end that's finished off because it was part of your armhole that you finished off earlier. So your endings are already finished.
Yep. And the way that I'm going to do this now is I'm going to find 3 centimetres on my plate, and I will keep this edge at 3 centimetres. If you're not that confident, you could get your chalk pen and draw a line here for where you want to be stitching. But I'm just going to use this plate to tell me where 3 centimetres is. And again, just reverse stitching at the ends. There we go, as we go across. And there we've got our casing. So the top part won't be where our necktie goes through, it's this middle part
bit,
here.
yeah.
And we're going to do that exact same thing on the back that's already attached.
It's already there. I was going to say, where's she going now?
Oh dear.
Also, don't worry if you are frightened about thinking, oh, there's going to be a top stitching line, because by the time you put the tie through and pulled it up together, the actual line of stitching isn't going to be, it's not like when you do a top stitching on a flat neckline like that. It's all going to be ruched up into the thing. So it's, if you're not the best at top stitching yet, then don't worry about it. Don't let it put you off at all.
No. And if you're a new beginner to dressmaking, just be proud that you're walking around with something that you've made yourself. So that's what I always say. Although I am terrible when I meet my sewing friends and I'm like, oh look, I went wrong here. And
yeah, but you didn't say that. They wouldn't notice.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, would they?
Or if they were polite enough, they wouldn't say anything.
They are very polite. But we all have a chat going, oh, I found this part hard, I found that part hard.
So you've been on holiday, been the Easter holidays, hasn't it? From school, I
Oh,
mean.
yes.
You're not holiday. I don't mean you've been away on holiday, but you've been off school.
No, so I've had 1 week off already. My daughters have had 2 weeks off. So they're going back and I've got a week off at
Without,
home. I shouldn't be smiling now. I'm going to take them to school every day and then come home and sew. Although I have got some schoolwork to do.
I was going to say, haven't you got marking to do and things like that?
So we're preparing for the Year 11 assessments that are happening soon. So I've got a lot of work to do with that. But I'm going to fit some sewing in.
And are you allowed to have Bunsen burners yet?
With our Year 10s, the only ones, they're still in their bubbles, still in their part of their classroom.
Yeah.
So we haven't. Well, I don't know if I said it to you last time. I did a live webinar when I was in school one day to my Year 7s, and all on the chat they were going, Miss, where are you? Like, you're not at home. Where are you? And I went, I'm in school. And they, but where? And I was like, in the science lab.
Oh no, they haven't even seen them.
Oh. So I got the laptop and I was like, look, this is where we're going to be.
This is what you could have been.
One day
because we
will
forget
be.
it's been a year. It's been over a year now.
Yes.
So that's how, you know, some of them won't have ever been into that classroom.
Yeah, and we're doing a topic at the moment, acids and alkalis, which is all practical.
Oh.
So I feel really sorry for them. They're not getting any practical, but We'll get there.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
get those
yeah, of course
Bunsen
we will.
burners out.
And they're very lucky to have a teacher like you, that's for sure.
A loud teacher like me.
A loud teacher like you.
So I'm just, actually, let me press that first. I'm just going to do the bottom seam and then we'll get on to the necktie.
Perfect.
So again, it's just a centimetre seam, turn up at the bottom.
Is it turn up and turn up, or is it just
Yep.
one turn up?
So it's turn up and turn up.
Brilliant.
That sounds funny, turn up and turn up. Don't like turn-ups anyway.
Oh, don't you?
Blech.
Oh, there you go. What are you doing? You have to keep hold of that. You're not doing me a very good advert for this coming up later. How come it's clicked back on? Keep hold of it. Keep
you won't
hold of the
have me
base.
again,
There
will
you
you?
go.
Right, so I'm just going to turn this seam up. If I had my ironing board, I'd have it sort of over the edge. And then we're just going to turn it up a second time. And then we've got the necktie, and then we've got a finished top.
If you wanted to make a deeper hem,
Yes?
could you just add a couple of inches onto the bottom of the pattern?
Yeah, yeah. I think you could even make this into a dress.
Oh, do you?
And then you could have like a little belt to hold it in.
Oh,
Or
nice.
if we ever get back onto that beach, a nice little beach cover up. That would be really nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
Will that
as you're
happen?
walking up to the bar for cocktails.
I think Hannah overfilled the. Did you put the iron at the front, in front of your?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm not having a good day
No.
today, am I? I'm sorry, John.
Look, I'm not allowed to throw you anything. Don't touch this end of that.
There. There.
Thank you.
There we go.
I've only got the big blue roll because in between each hour, I have to sanitise that desk for the guests.
Right. So let's do our bottom hem and then we'll get onto this tie.
Okay.
And then there's our top done.
I love watching and listening to Adele. She
Aw.
really simplifies dressmaking for beginners. That's from Princess. And then talking of snow, there's just been a load of snow on the M60. Oh, gosh. Not arrived in Wigan yet. Well, they said it was going to be heavy in Scotland and Ireland today.
Oh no.
Oh, no, I'm going to York on Monday.
I love York.
See, I work for pavers. I'm going to do a couple of days for paver shoes up there.
We walk on the walls.
Well, I used to work at York Theatre Royal when I was working in
you?
theatre. Only lasted for a couple of shows, but it's a beautiful place. The trouble is it rained every single day I was there, so it put me off a little bit.
Oh. No, I'm looking forward to getting back to our little city explorations.
To what?
Explorations.
Oh, yes.
We like to go exploring as a family.
Oh.
So I can't wait to just go back. I really want to go to Edinburgh.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We had it booked on when the first lockdown happened.
Yeah.
We were going to go up to Newcastle, then up to Edinburgh, and then back down to York.
Oh, okay.
for
Can
a
we
long
sack
weekend.
Glasgow while you're up there?
No, we weren't. We were just going to do Edinburgh for
Okay.
a couple of days, and then come back down, go to York, and go exploring. But we went to the Viking Centre.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was interesting.
When that first opened, I made a lot of the costumes for it. Yeah, because
you?
we were at York Theatre Royal. Then I'd left York and gone to Colchester, but carried on making the costumes for it.
Oh,
The Jurvik Centre or something like that. It's called, isn't it?
yeah. And as you go round, it really smells.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, they have they put a smell in.
Oh, like on purpose?
Yes.
Oh, I thought like an atmosphere smell, not... I
Yeah.
was thinking, oh, crikey, it'd be my old costume.
Festering away.
Wendy Orlando says, as you know, just dipping into the world of dressmaking, Jane's patterns are fabulous, very easy to follow. This is my kind of top, so definitely want to go on my list. Love that I now have a step-by-step to follow from Adele. Adele's outfit is gorgeous today as well.
Oh, thank you.
Did make that, did you?
Yes, it is.
Oh, thank you, guys.
I don't have anything now that's shop bought. Well, I say that. I've bought some joggers when we went walking the other day.
Oh, okay.
But everything else is handmade.
You've got an overlock, you can make your own joggers.
Well, it was last minute and they were boys' joggers because women's are all leggings and I wanted warm joggers because we went up to the peaks for a walk. And so they were men's joggers.
Yeah, attractive.
Well, they're slim fits. They were not, oh, nice and cozy.
Did they have a fleecy lining?
Yeah. And women's ones are all leggings. And I was like, I don't want leggings. Yeah. I want to be warm.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Right, so I'm pinning together right sides to right sides for our tie. Okay, so it is double-sided. It's not folded. And also there is a little bit of top stitching if you want to.
Okay.
So I'm just pinning right side to right side. And what we're going to do is we will leave, once I've done it, leave a gap where we'll pull the tie back through.
Okay.
So we're going to have our points looking lovely, and then our join will be in the middle. And you'll never see that join because it will be within here.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm just pinning this all together. It's going to be a very, very long seam.
Yeah.
This one is. So you just got to take your time as it goes through the machine.
I'd like to be done on the fold.
So if you wanted it on a fold, you'd have like a double. Like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
you?
I hadn't seen the pointy end.
Yeah, and it's nice actually that it's quite chunky, so it gives this really
Yeah.
bow.
Maybe that's what it is. The seam gives it that full, the stiffening to it.
Yes. And if you really wanted a nice stiff one, because this is quite light fabric, you could put a little bit of interfacing towards the end, so that you'd get a really nice standout
You could
bow.
also, if your fabric is very, very flimsy,
Yes.
you could almost put a bit of lightweight interfacing into the 3 inches, however many it was you turned over at the top. And then it would just make the pie crust frill around the top. Because if it's a very, very soft one, it might just flop down. Whereas if you've got a soft interfacing in it, because it's quite nice that it sits up, isn't it?
Yeah. And that was where I went wrong very early on. I used to think there was just one type of interfacing. There isn't.
Oh, no.
Many types. So it can be quite a subtle interfacing. It doesn't have to be a harsh one.
No. The soft ones, you hardly, when you iron it, you think, oh, what difference is this going to make? But it just makes that tiny bit of difference.
And it makes it really crisp. And makes it last time, because we want this to last us a while. I'm not one for wearing something and then throwing it away.
Adele says, no, not Adele. Lorraine says, Adele, great to see you back. You're all so cheerful, like John.
Oh,
I'm a grumpy old so-and-so, me.
I'm just a positive person. I never sort of think.
Do you never get a grump on?
Well, my husband probably said.
Oh,
My kids.
yeah, but that's his job.
We were looking the other day, something like the girls had found this video about mums moaning at you about getting down for dinner on time.
Yeah.
And my daughter was like, Mummy, that's you. That's you.
Oh, so you're
And
quite
I went,
strict.
And I said, well, every mum's like that. You have to have your little boundaries.
Yeah.
Come on,
They've
get
got to,
down.
how are they going to learn?
Yeah. And they set the table, they empty the dishwasher, they have jobs to do at home.
So now, I saw an advert the other day for an app where you put the children's pocket money straight, so they kind of learn about money.
Yes.
And so, because like when I then went to university or to college or whatever, I literally suddenly had a checkbook. I know it's different now, but you have a checkbook and like money in this. I've never had that before. I used to have my pocket money, or when I worked at Browns and Chester, I'd have my cash in my hands sort of thing. And it's just kind of, and it teaches them all about how they can spend it and how far it'll go and things like that.
Yeah, my daughter got her first bank account when she turned 11, and it's all on her app, on her phone.
But can you restrict? Can you?
No, I can't because it's just a normal HSBC account, children's account. But if she wants to buy something off like our Amazon or anything like that, she pings the money over to us, and then I'll buy it on my account.
But she can't go into overdraft or anything like that.
No.
I was going to say, Mummy, what are all these minus numbers on?
The other day she went, Mummy, where's all my money gone? And I was like, let's look at our transactions. You bought this, you bought this, you bought. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh.
But yeah,
But no, it's fantastic that they're having that experience early on. It's not. I am a great believer in letting children be children and playing. And like Dulcie and I went for a walk in Meon Woods the other day, and it was so lovely to see all these kids. Like they were like doing like battles, but you kind of run. It was just young teen. I don't know if they were even teenagers, but they were just running and like kids should be doing. They weren't in with their iPads. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's one thing that I loved when we all went back to school. Just hearing laughter again, hearing the corridors, and I've had the most wonderful time. That I have some funny moments with my kids at school, and it's just lovely. You build up that relationship with them, and at the end of the day, they're still children.
Yes.
Even teenagers.
Yeah.
They need that sort of release and that laughter. We all need a release and laughter.
Well, they also
don't
need to see
we?
their peer groups, don't they, and everything like that. Because if they're at home doing homeschooling, it's just them and their parents.
Yeah.
I also remember my final teaching practice was 40 years ago this last week, because Bucks Fizz had just won, not the Eurovision, they'd won Song for Europe, whatever it was called in those days. Anyway, Derek thinks we need a tutorial on interfacings. Margaret says, I remember going to York when I was 9 and they were doing the excavations and found the Viking remains. That's most probably when I was working.
Because now they've built up a whole thing.
Yes,
over the top.
exactly. They had put up a wooden walkway around the site and we were hoping to make an exhibition. Yeah, they did do it, they did it. Could you thread through a beautiful satin ribbon instead of the tie?
Yes. The only thing
clever.
is, when you've got ribbon, you'll have to just sear the ends, because you don't want that unravelling,
No,
do
exactly. Has Adele got a book yet?
you? No.
My great niece, who is 6, has no idea what paper money is. It's really funny you saying that, because I used to go to the cash point quite a lot, and I suddenly thought, I've had these notes in my wallet for months now, and I haven't used cash for ages.
John, I forgot my PIN number. Because I'm doing everything contactless.
Well, yeah, but that means you always spend under, is it £45 now?
Well, now it's changed. You know, if you've got your face one, I've got my face one on my phone, I've got unlimited. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So your card is still £45.
Yeah.
But on your phone, because obviously it's your face, you've given permission, unlimited. Because I did that. I got to Tesco, realised...
Other supermarkets are available.
Sorry, a big shop, and I'd spent over £45 and I went, I've got to make this 2 lots. And he went, no, you're doing contactless on your phone.
Oh, I don't know about that. Jane says that would be lovely, putting the ribbon through. Jackie says my grandson has that account, John. His mum and dad can keep an eye on his spends. And we've got a message from Sadie. Hi, all, hope it's well. Adele, how did you get into dressmaking? Did you teach yourself? Sarah, where on earth did you get Sadie from? Because that's Sarah and Sandy. Yeah. So how did you get into it?
So, after my second child, my dad had actually bought me a sewing machine for Christmas. It was just a little one, nothing like this. So I started sewing for my daughters, just little pinafore dresses.
Or pillowcase dresses.
Yes, little pillowcase dresses, little fat quarter dresses, all that. And then one day I just thought, right, I'm going to start sewing for myself. So I made myself first top. It was awful because I chose the wrong fabric. Plus I didn't wash it first, so it shrunk after I did it. But I was so proud of wearing it.
But no classes, you just taught yourself?
Just taught myself. And then my dad passed away and I needed a focus. So he passed away in January, and that year I said, right, that's it. I'm going to make my own wardrobe now, and I'm not going to buy any clothes. And I made the whole year, apart from one pair of shorts that I needed for holiday, and I did it. And it is all just trial and error, or YouTube, or just going for it.
On Sewing Street, watching Adele on Sewing Street.
And my seam unpicker, I always request one when I come, because I've always got that. Because if we go wrong, it doesn't matter, I can just unpick.
Yeah.
And my confidence has grown the more I've made, but I still go back to simple tops like this sometimes, just to have like a bit of a detox and a bit of a break from
But also, you could make this in an afternoon.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't want a project like a ball gown or something, weather, but for weeks and weeks of work. Sometimes you want to sit down in the afternoon, like next week when your kids are at school and everything, and you're going to go, right, I just want to make myself something for the garden.
Yeah.
And you can do something like this. And there's 2 seams, a couple of hems, and sewing around the armhole.
Yep.
And yet you've got a really lovely, stylish top. And again, like I know you do this, same pattern, make it in different fabrics, you have a completely different looking outfits, don't you?
If you look through my handmade wardrobe, I've got multiples of patterns, but I've never had anyone say to me, oh, you've already got that dress.
Yeah.
Because once you've made it in something different fabric, different pattern, anything. Also, you can hack a pattern, change it very slightly. It looks completely different. And I don't think I'll ever go back to buying clothes, because before lockdown, when I was walking around the shops, I'd be like, I don't really like how that's finished, or this doesn't fit very nicely.
Yeah.
And also sometimes the fabric choice would be wrong.
Yes, exactly.
So-
York's got a little shop that just sells buttons, says Shelley. I love watching Adele. She's so bubbly, says Sue. And then Derek says, I learned to sew on shopping channels and wonderful demonstrations on Sewing Street and Sewing Quarter.
Yay! I want to get more people into dressmaking, and before the first lockdown we actually had a little sewing club going at school, and they'd made little pyjama shorts. And one of my children the other day says, Miss, I still wear my pyjama shorts. And I was like,
The thing is, though, they're going to remember that. You know, like when they're older, they're going to remember that they made a pair of their favourite pair of shorts.
yes, yes. So what I'm doing right now is just trimming this seam, just in half, just so that when I fold it over, we don't have a big bulk.
Okay.
And sometimes this is nice, just to calm.
Oh, good question for Jane, Sussex seamstress. Do you have any plans to bring out plus size patterns for oversized 20? Says Princess.
I think it said 20 on there, but the next one that I'm doing, it did go up to 22.
I think it's best to go by the pattern, because I think that one goes to 22 from when I read it earlier, and I'm sure I've seen a pattern somewhere else that goes to it. Was it a 26 I saw, Hannah? I'm sure some of them go to a 26.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you first start, a lot of friends of mine who do patterns will tell you this, to have them graded, it's not easy to do. And also, you have to work out if your patterns are going to be liked, first of all, before you can start extending it to smaller sizes and taller sizes and the more voluptuous sizes and things like that. So I think maybe it's something that's going to come in the future. We'll see, because Jane will answer back in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was the last question, sorry.
Oh.
Thought there was something else. Where have you left the hole?
So I've left the hole halfway down this big long seam.
So is that why you started in the middle?
Yep, so it was one continuous seam going all the way around. I didn't stop at the points, I pivoted at the points.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes, Princess, we already have some size 26 patterns. I have planned to extend to a size 30 in the coming weeks on the Amberley dress. Well, there you go. Brilliant. You ask and you'll get.
So let me show you where I've opened that.
Yeah.
Where it is. There it is. So there's a tiny little opening there.
Right.
And now what I'm going to do is pull this through and pull each side through. Oh, before I go.
You're off.
See you later.
Bye then.
Let me just get that point really cut close to the stitch line, because I want that a nice sharp point. Right, so we're going to pull this through now.
Did I see a seam going across it, or is it all on the fold?
All on the fold.
Okay.
So there is no seam.
Okay.
So if you, the thing is as well, if you've got a piece of fabric in your stash that is 1 metre and maybe it's not 150 centimetres wide, you could put use this to get the little edges and have a little seam halfway through, and you wouldn't know. No,
exactly. That's what I was
So,
thinking.
like,
Or if you've got a contrast, it might be that you want a contrast fabric, you know what I mean? So it's that. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You can have it like that.
I just love Adele. She's an inspiration with her can-do and just go for it attitude. That's nice and Dawn. Bridget says, fantastic show. Oh, love you two together. The top looks so pretty and doable. It is. It is, isn't it?
Yep. Completely doable for anybody, even if you've not picked up a sewing machine before, never done dressmaking.
It's like you say, if you're going to do this, it's a really good pattern if you've never done any sewing before,
Yes.
but you must pick the right fabric. So if you're doing it for the first time, Adele's experience, so she's using that very fine lawn and is coping with it. So, but if somebody had given me that fabric as the first dress to ever make, I'd never make anything again. So go for a nice cotton or a crisp cotton or something like that the first time you make it, and then advance to the more floaty fabrics.
Yeah, just make sure you've pre-washed your fabrics
Yeah.
first, because you don't want what happened with my first top, that it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Oh, do you know what as well happened, John?
Oh, what have you done?
No, at home, I put my hand knitted jumper, wool jumper, in with a big wash.
Why? Oh, it was on the pile on the floor.
Well, I got home after being at my friend's with
Drunk.
the fire. No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So we'd had the fire, so I stunk a fire. I just stripped off and put it into the washing machine. No. Totally forgot that it needed a wool wash. Came out, it now fits my 8-year-old.
Oh, no.
Oh, and I'd spent hours on that. That was my first ever knitted jumper.
Oh, no. Well, at least your daughter's got a nice jumper out
That's
of it.
what she said.
My washing machine's upstairs, and what I do is on my wash day, I put piles of clothes like all along the landing, and denim, shirts, and all that thing. And the other day I picked up my colours wash and I thought it's a bit heavy, shoved it all in the washing machine. I'd only piled it up on top of a shoe. So I had a shoe going around the washing machine.
And you can't stop it once it goes.
No. So I've got one very clean shoe. Message from Jackie. Oh, Jackie's confused. What was the name of Adele's book?
Oh,
No Book. It's called No Book. She hasn't got a book yet.
No. I'm just a little self-taught. Well, I don't think I'm a seamstress.
The thing is, I don't mean this derogatory, but this isn't your number one job, is it?
No.
Because you're a science teacher, really.
Yeah, this is my hobby, and I am here really to get more people sewing. I'm really passionate about getting more people into dressmaking, and if I can pass on any little tips and inspire anybody, I feel like my job is done.
So is anyone inspired? No, sorry, you have to come back. Bernie said I used to go to York and spend lunchtime in the button shop. Button shop, a wonderful, wonderful place, so many choices. Sue says I'm really a plus-size dress. I've just found some companies in America that make proper plus-size patterns. Okay, yeah, but don't worry, you'll be able to get them from Sussex Seamstress soon. But we don't have the right paper to when she downloads them. Oh no, that's a nightmare, isn't it?
Oh,
I
yeah,
always
'cause
worry
they're
about that with
different
PDFs
size,
because
don't
if you print them off, you've just got loads of A4 sheets and you're thinking, I wonder where this one goes,
Yeah, there's a few companies out there that are popping up that you can actually send it off and they do it as A0 printing.
Yeah, A0, that's it.
And I much prefer that because I get really... Some people love it. They find it very therapeutic.
Oh yeah, and some of the shops, I have
together.
to say, some of the shops do it for you as well. You can have the choice, they'll print it off for you and things.
Yeah.
At a cost, obviously.
Okay, so I've just pressed this and now I'm going to top stitch it. And when I top stitch it, I'm going to close that little gap.
Right.
If you didn't want to top stitch it, you could hand stitch that gap closed. But I really like a top stitch. And I've sometimes skipped an understitch and just done a top stitch. That sounds bad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially you're professionally trained and you'd be like, oh, an understitch is very important. Not the face!
I'm not putting the face.
Understitch is very important. And I'm like, oh, I'd rather do a top stitch.
The only reason we would run stitch is because obviously we were learning about different periods and sometimes you wouldn't have had them. This iron, Hannah filled the iron this morning, everybody, because I said I wanted to do lots of steam. The iron's fantastic. Yours won't leak like that. Yeah. My daughter did the same thing. She made me a beautiful crochet jumper and put it in the wash and it now fits a 5-year-old, says Lulu.
Oh.
Adele, I love your demos.
Oh, thank you. Right, how do I get...
Oh, what's the matter?
I want to get this to the left.
You press the what's it called? The zigzag, the width, stitch width. No. Go to the stitch up. Right. It should, and press one's your stitch length and one's your stitch width.
But I want it to go to the left. Number 3. How do I change it to number... there we go.
Sorry, I thought you just wanted to move the needle.
No, so what I do is I use this. I'm not sure what this is called. It's for quilting. It's number G.
Is it the 1/4 inch foot?
I think it might be.
That's a 1/4 inch foot, yeah.
I like to use this for top
It's got
stitching.
the flap down, yeah.
I like to use this for top stitching.
Okay. It's good for stitching in the ditch as well.
Yes. Because that little black guide sits on the edge and it gives me a
so
really
it is. It's
nice...
1/4 inch. So it's your 1/4 inch foot, right? So on my machine, you put 06. So yours is 03, is it on that one?
Yes. And it sits really nicely. And then I don't have to keep thinking, am I on the edge? and worried like that,
Yeah.
I can just...
What it is, it's got a little plate that goes down the side, so you can just literally keep the edge of your fabric along the side of that plate so it doesn't veer anywhere else.
No, and it gives a really nice close edge stitch.
Oh, Pauline's message. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that. I washed my glasses, had them in my hand when I picked up a pile of washing, shoved in the machine. They were a bit bent when they came out. Oh, Pauline.
Do you know what the worst is? When I see a lip balm going round. Oh, and I'm like, that lip balm's just going to get soggier and soggier.
Yeah.
And when I used to work at McDonald's, I'd leave my biro in my top pockets of my shirt, and my mum would be so angry because it would just go through the wash and explode.
Oh, I've made a mistake. Jackie says a 1/4 inch to the left is an 04 on the 680, John. Oh, is it? It was 06.
And then
Derek says, thank you for that hint. Read top stitch in foot. Have a waistcoat to top stitch later. See how it goes. Derek does a sing-along every Monday night on Facebook.
Does he?
Yeah, and he wears a different waistcoat each week.
Oh.
And he's got not my sparkly shirt, the same sparkly shirt that I've got.
Oh, you see, I don't do any singing.
Oh, no, you don't have to sing because you only watch him sing it. It's
Oh,
him,
right.
him at the piano and we all just listen.
Well, the other day, when the kids were finishing on their webinars, I put on We Are the Champions for the Year 11s.
Yeah.
Because I think they've done brilliant all the way through lockdown, remote learning. Didn't realise that the head teacher was also watching.
Uh-huh.
And there's me going, We are the champions.
And this is Miss the Science Teacher. While you're stitching that, can I do some recapping?
Of course you
Because we're
can.
going to run out of time otherwise. So the pattern on its own, obviously yours won't come looking like this because I've opened this one. The pattern on its own been very popular, £15.50. Comes in small, medium and large. But you get all three of those in there. Goes up to a size 20. This is your pattern piece. This is your outside here. These are your instructions. Okay, right. So there's lots and lots of people got it in baskets, so please be careful because when you all check out, nearly all the stock will have gone. So if you do want that pattern, I know what you're doing because you don't want to disturb Adelle's demonstration. I was going to say disturbance. I said Adelle's disturbance. Right. The sample out of. There are two of these left. You get 1.5 meters of this. Now this is a lovely poplin. So if it's your first time making it, this is the best one of these to get. This will be your best one to get. I have got some of it by the 1/2 metre. So if there's a bundle there, 1.5 meters, £22.99. More people now got that in their baskets than we've got stock. But have we got it by the 1/2 metre? Now everything we have is now in the 1/2 metre, so it is all going to go today at £7.99 for your 1/2 metre. Oh, okay, right. The website, the size chart that we're showing on our website is Jane's overall size. It's not the one for this. There's been a bit of a mistake. This one goes to a size 20. Okay, I'm pointing at the fabric. I meant the pattern. Yeah, right. Then this one, the one we're demoing is this one. Now, this is definitely a fine viscose lawn. It's beautiful. £22.99. What are you saying about that one, Han? Over half the stock of that one. Loads in baskets. Angela put her jeans in the washing machine with her mobile phone in the back pocket. Nigel says, attempting to stitch together my first pair of jeans. Had to make 2 toiles to get the sizing right. Tracing paper had to be used to extend the leg width at the thighs along with user extension of the leg length and the waist depth. Oh my word, that's complicated. Right, the viscose crepe, which is lovely. We'll make a completely different top again. Bundle, £22.99. Gary from Living in Loveliness is tuning in as well. Says, morning, everybody. That's rather good. Just don't know why I'm rolling it up like that, but there you go. Then fabrics by the 1/2 metre. This is beautiful. Oh, this is about to sell out, so there might not even be enough left for you to buy. Oh, so 2 of you could do it. If you get 1.5 meters each, there's 3 meters left. 3 meters of that one left. I think Jane was going to come in and buy some of that one. And then last but not least, this beautiful bright turquoise. This is very fine again. $7.99 for half a metre. You need a metre and a half. This goes to Chalice. What are you doing over there?
Done.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
So when you
quickly.
made the strip, you just pulled it all through, top stitch around the edge, so closing the gap, and then just got a safety pin.
I've just got a safety pin, put it onto the end, and posted it through that casing, and there we go. And look, it does create a really nice subtle ruffle, doesn't it? Look at that.
That'll be our outfit to go home in now.
Well, I've got no bottoms.
Pardon?
I've got a dress.
Oh, yeah, we can put it over the top of your dress. Right, Bernadette, so I put my dressing gown in the washer. Later, I was looking for my 3 rings, all broken engagement ring. Oh, no. Oh. Yes, mangled in the washer. Bits in... Oh, no. Kerry says, nice leisurely morning, loving the fabric. Wow, says Kerry. Adele, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you in an hour's time.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people messaging saying, reminds me of the 70s. You won't remember the 70s. But when they used to have brodre anglais, wide brodre anglais around the bottom hem, so it looked like your petticoat was showing as well.
Oh, you could have it on each of the tiers as well, couldn't you?
Oh, you're going overboard now. She's going off. I'll see you after this break. Now, I've got Adjustoforms, I've got the iron thingies, and I've got something else quite spectacular as well. Anyway, we'll see you in 3 minutes from now.
Hi, I'm Wendy Orlando and I'm a craft blogger. You can find me over at thecraftyco.com, and if you do head on over and have a peep, you will see that I'm a tutorial blogger. I do all kinds of crafts, but my passions are crochet, knitting and sewing, which I've done for over 45 years. In that time, I've made lots of mistakes, but I have learnt lots of tricks and top tips that I can't wait to share. What I'd like to bring to the Sewing Street table is to show that you don't need to have gone to university or have a degree in design to be able to sew. You just need passion, a bit of courage to take the first steps, and a whole lot of patience. Oh, and an unpicker. You will need an unpicker. I do hope that you will follow me as I take my Sewing Street journey, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay 1 postage and packaging. Happy shopping! If you're a Sewing Street or Yarn Lane customer, no matter how many times you check out in one day, you will only pay 1 postage and packaging. So don't wait to add the item you want to your basket and check out. You will only pay 1 P&P even if you check out multiple times in one day.
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on, so you never have to spend a minute without us.
Missed the live show? Don't worry, we recorded it for you. Never miss out on your favourite presenters, guests and makes ever again. Head on over to our YouTube pages to watch back the day's live show and enjoy your favourite demos over and over again. We also have lots of great content exclusive to our YouTube pages, such as product demonstrations, troubleshooting videos, and so much more. Subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a show or video ever again.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433 and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Oh, hang on, I'm busy ironing, busy getting ready for my demonstration. Right, this iron is back in stock, right? I need to tell you that we've got more. Every time I bring it to air, it sells out, right? Every single time we do it, it sells out. And so we asked for more. So today they've given us more than we've ever had before. Already we've sold more today than we have had in on any other show before. Excuse me. You're absolutely loving it. You're flying. I wish I'd bought one of these, you know, before it's really weird. The bright colours just distracted me. I looked over there, thought, oh, that tin's lovely, and completely threw my mind. Anyway, I wish I'd bought this one before I bought my own. The reason it's so good, let me just show you. Let me just show you first of all. So it comes on a stand, lovely stand there. So you've got it on the end of your ironing board. Brilliant steam. Watch this. Look at the powerful steam that it's got there. It's just brilliant. So if you are just going to do a bit of steaming, or you need to steam like your jeans and things like that, you really need those powerful. Look. I'm going to steam up that camera, and Emma's going to go mad in a minute. And you're thinking, well, what's so special about that? Well, what? So this, as you see, it's actually attached to your cord here. You can put it in here. Now you see here, there's a switch at the end. I'll just let Emma come in on that. There's a little switch on the end there. So we've got it on wire. Now, all you need to do is push that stitch right to the top there. And look at this. You ready? Yep. So look, it's completely and utterly. And then if you want to keep it as cordless, you just keep popping it down to charge up. Still get the fantastic steam on it, everything like that. I mean, there's so much more than that. But that, to me, is just fantastic. Such a brilliant idea. And it's not like a gimmick sort of thing. It really works, because we know, because how many of you have bought this in the past and how many have done a brilliant reviews on it. But do you know what we need to do? Should we do a price? No, well, you can't. Have a look at how much it costs. Are we going to Beldray? It's a Beldray. Look how much it costs at Beldray. This is Beldray's very own website. This very iron, it's a direct comparison. $59.99. You can get, right, okay, I wouldn't normally say this. If you want to, go to Beldray and buy it. You can go to Beldray right now and buy this iron for $59.99. Or you can do what hundreds of other people have done this morning. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it at all because you'd think going straight to Beldray, you'd get it cheaper there, wouldn't you? So by all means, go to the Beldray website and buy it if you want to for was it $59.99? Yeah. So it's half price really, isn't it? That's £60. This is £30. How brilliant. How brilliant is that? Okay, so now I need to warn you now. I do need to warn you. Where are we stock-wise? Okay, 16. And how many baskets? Okay, there are 16 not been checked out yet. We had so many of these, I can't tell you. The biggest stock we've ever had. So we were so excited about it. We weren't supposed to do it. Hannah's just sent an email to Hayley going, oh, by the way, I've just done this. We were actually looking, I tell you what we were doing. We were looking for these because these were supposed to be on my show the other day and I had them taken off me and they went on another show for an early bird, which is brilliant for you. No, I'm not complaining. I'm saying it's brilliant for you. But we went to look to see if there are any of these left and Hannah just went, I was in my dressing room, which is next to the gallery. She went, oh, like this. Oh, what's she done now? She said, guess what's back in stock? Guess what's back in stock? The iron's back in stock. Anyway, there are 16 not checked out, but there are how many in baskets? Sorry, I'm stressing I know. Right, there are 9 now not checked out and there's over 30 in baskets. So 9 not checked out and over 30 in baskets. Oh, and there's people waiting on the phone line. These are going to sell out. These are going to sell out. We better ring Hayley and tell her to get onto the buying department to get some more ready. Not only does it do everything I've shown you, let me just show you around the box from upstairs. So you've got here, you've got your 2,600 power, 300 millilitre water tank. If you like Hannah, try and put 800 millilitres in it. It's got anti-calc, which reduces limescale build-up. There you go. There's the powerful vertical steam burst. So if you're steaming your curtains and things like that. Oh, it's gone. Oh, okay. Right. Take the graphics out. How many left? There's 50 people with it in baskets. There's 20 people on the phone line. And I've got how many left? 2 left. No. Anyway, so I'll stop then. Right, but what I will do, don't worry, there's no iron in there. Sold out. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Gone. Oh, now Melanie says, sorry, I think I missed what you said about the fabric. Which one for, Melanie? I can't see when that came in, I'm afraid. Adele's a great teacher. She is indeed. Right, okay. So while we're here, can I show you? Oh, and are these gone as well? These. Oh, no. Right, okay. I don't know if Hayley knows it. She's kept them at the early bird price, right? You might have seen these because we used to have these at Sewing Quarter, right? When I first started at Sewing Quarter, I looked at these, a bit like the Teflon sheet, and I went, and I was like, who's going to pay? Well, they're more than that. They're $7.99. Who's going to pay $7.99 for 2 bits of cardboard? That's what I said. Then I realised what they did. They are fantastic, right? These are amazing. Now, they were early bird a couple of days ago, and they absolutely flew out. There's a few left. So let me show you what they do. What they are, first of all, you can see here, there's lots of little, I just enjoy doing this, little punch outs. You can punch out holes on there and everything. I'll tell you about those later. What it is if you're doing a hem on something, so imagine, like on Adele's top that she did earlier, and it said on the pattern, turn up so many centimetres, right? So what you do is you've got here, by Prim, you've got however many centimetres are here. So if you want to iron up a hem that is 3 centimetres in depth, hang on, let me get this right now. Hang on, there you go. What you do is you push this into the corner there, you press that down. I'll do it 4 centimetres, that's a bit more obvious there. What you do is you literally put your piece of, now it's not just a piece of cardboard, obviously, this edge isn't straight, and then you literally compress over the top of this cardboard. It gives you the most incredible sharp edge. Oh, half the stock I've gone already, right? And then, but if you do, right, so first of all, that's that. So you can go up to 10 centimetres or 9.5 centimetres if you want to do that. If you're doing sleeves or something like that, or something a bit narrower, or narrow jeans, you can do exactly the same this way. Literally put it in if you need a 10 centimetre turn up. Literally, just put that in. You can iron straight over it. Look, it's completely fine to iron on it, right? And then it gives you that. But also, what I love is if you're doing pleats. Now, someone's moved the... Oh, there's a pen over there. I'm just going to use a biro for this. So if you're doing pleats, say you want to mark up pleats. If you're doing one of the, you know, the folded bag things where you have to do different size pleats, right? You literally, well, first of all, you have to knock the little things out. There you go. Can you see what I'm doing there? Is my head in there? Oh, there's only 8 left of these now. Right, so if it says, right, make 3 centimetre pleats. Oh, I don't know if I should. Would help if I've got a pen that worked. Oh, no, this is a friction pen, so this will rub out with the heat. Anyway, 3 centimetres, there we go. You literally can mark on. Can you see there? And then if you actually 3 centimetre, then you do 6 centimetre. So it's all marked up. So you can then put your pleats in like that. Can you see those marks there? Then you can literally, I'm not going to iron this because they're friction. I've used a friction pen, but there you go. So literally is that. Now it also comes with a DD one. So if you're doing little projects, again, you can go up to 12 centimetres on that side and you can go up to, oh, sold out. Sold out. Well done, everybody, if you got those. Well done. Right. Oh, okay. We've got, Catherine was watching earlier. We've got a fat quarter skirt pattern all the way over here. Because we've got some nice fat quarters. You do that. Let me put the iron away while I put that. You have a look at, is that in the right place? Yeah. There you go. Now it's Catherine from the Leicestershire. You know Catherine. She was on yesterday, I think. Right, I'll tell you about. I think it was 6 fat quarters, but I'll just check. Let me read the back of the packet. Now, what it is inside. There's one pattern piece. It's so simple. It's a reversible skirt. There's one pattern piece in here, and here we go. We had it on 12th of February, sold out completely. Sold out completely. Right, an adult skirt needs 12 fat quarters or 3 metres of fabric. A child skirt needs 8 fat quarters or 2 metres of fabric. And literally, let me just show you. This is it. That's it. And you just keep adding pieces together until you make the size of the skirt that you want. Obviously, a child one would be shorter. You can make it longer if you want, but then you wouldn't be able to use fat quarters. You'd need to use fabric if you're going to make it longer. Because obviously, if I just show you here. There you go, you see, look. What's the matter, Hannah? Oh, yeah. If it's beginners, you want to see it being made, you can go to actually, the easiest way to do it is I did it this morning for another project. Go to Sewing Street. You go to YouTube, write in search, Sewing Street, Catherine Wright. Catherine spelled Katharine. Catherine Wright. And then all of her shows come up. And then you can go along them. And it will say fat quarter skirt. And you'll see Catherine actually doing it. Yeah, I've actually got pictures of her wearing this skirt on my phone. Oh, no. Only because I'm doing a feature of it in a magazine at the moment because I'm so impressed with it. Anyway, so this is it. That's what it looks like. Obviously, you don't have to make it as vibrant or as quite. It's a wraparound. You just need two buttons and a buttonhole. Okay, so that pattern is there. That's $14.49. Let me put that away properly. Right, I've got fat quarters here. See, we're all getting our left. I said something was a squirt pattern, And now Hannah's just had trouble saying Riley Blake. So 3 Riley Blakes and a Rose and Hubble there. Is it in the right place? Yes, there you go. You get 4 fat quarters. So obviously now, if you want to make it this, you need, for an adult, 8 fat quarters. So you need 2 of those. Or you could buy something completely different, because both sides, because it's reversible, you can have those on one side, and then on the other side have something completely different. Have a plain fabric on the other side if you wanted to. But because it's completely and utterly reversible. So these are lovely, aren't they? These big rose patterns are gorgeous. Are they Minky Kim, these? Melanie says for the Selsey top. Yeah, all I said was, if you're doing it for the very first time, buy a stable cotton poplin, because it will be easier to make the first time round rather than a viscose, a flimsy viscose. Susan says, morning, John, late to the party this morning. All I'm getting is sold out, sold out. I know. It's incredible, isn't it? Trudy says, morning, John and crew, late up this morning. What have I missed? Oh, you'll have to watch, Trudy. You've missed so much. You've missed so much. If you go to the website now and click on show deals, you'll see how much are sold out. And I can't tell you how many of those irons we had. So many. Oh, here you go. Look. Right, iron sold out. That's all I've shown this hour. The iron, the ironing rulers, and this. There you go. Fabric sold out from the. Hang on, is that from the last hour? Yeah, from the last hour. Yeah. Okay, now I don't know why that Henry glass panel isn't saying sold out. Oh, because 7 people haven't checked out, but there's about 80 of you within your basket. Please be careful. Okay, next fat quarter bundle. Oh, in teal. This one. I don't recognise this one. I don't recognise this. Liberty Emporia. No, I don't recognise it. This obviously isn't Liberty. That's a Rose and Hubble one there. I've never seen these Liberty fabrics before. Aren't they lovely? These are floral, and then they're sprigs. Oh, this is lovely. Jill says, excuse me, I'm just back to sewing after many years of my machine hiding in the loft and I couldn't get to it. I bought a new machine a few weeks ago and I found a new lease of life. Started with face masks and I'm now learning quilting. My first project was a quilted cover for my sewing machine. I used to make lots of things. In the 1970s, I even made my own bridesmaid dresses when my sister got... bridesmaid dress when my sister got married, and then my own wedding dress. Oh, now Jill, somebody put a picture of a sewing machine cover on Facebook this week on the fans page saying, no pattern, just made it. Was that you? How much are these, sorry? $12.99. 3 Liberty and 1 Rose and Hubble there. I know, gorgeous, aren't they? That one there on my telly looks like dark blue. It's actually dark green. The background of that one is a dark green, and on my screen in front of me, it's looking blue. Single figures now on that one. Oh, Elaine, the buying department will be on it now. Yeah, they thought they'd bought so many that they were like, oh, that'll do them. Yeah, they bought 3 times as many as they normally buy, right? And I think they thought, oh, that'll shut John Scott up. You know, now try and sell them John Scott. They'll be like that. Next. This one. Moda Daybreak. You get the green. Oh, look at the lovely little birds in there. Then you've got the soft blush beige. £12.49. This one's obviously not Moda. Those 3 are Moda. And that's your Rose and Hubble. £12.49. Oh, crikey. What is it today? There's only 5 of those left. Only 5 of those left now. £12.49. I've got I know the hour's called Adjustoforms, and I am going to get onto them in a minute. We just thought we'd do this, clear this table first. That's all right. This one. Michael Miller. So you get 3 Michael Millers and a Rose and Hubble. That's very fresh, that one, isn't it? $12.99. It's not snowing today, is it? Oh, was it? Oh no, we're looking forward to spring, and then apparently in Birmingham it was meant to snow last night. But if it's moving its way down, if it's on the M60, it's not far away. Oh, I hope not. I don't mind rain. I don't mind the rain. Also, it did say on my weather app that it was going to be frozen this morning, so I put my towel over my windscreen last night before I went to bed. It wasn't frozen at all. It was quite pleasant when I came out. I've got 2 fat quarter bundles left. The purple, Michael Miller. The purple. I'd say it was more lilac-y, lavendery than purple, that one myself. Clear the table, laugh out loud. It's more like clear the stock. I know. It's huge. It's fantastic. I've got loads of other stuff. Don't worry. If you're thinking you missed out, I've got other stuff. Don't go anywhere. Well, Adelle's got another skirt to make. And I've got Yarn Lane. And I've got... Well, that's it. And this hour. Hang on. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I'm a bit peckish. Yeah, I'm ever so hungry. No, I can't have chickpeas. £12.49 that bundle. I have a feeling it's gonna be a good night. I think that Adele used this. Catherine used this one or one very similar to this. Look at the price. You need 6, I think, for a child's one, don't you? 8 for a child, 12 for a grown-up. Sorry, I got that wrong. 8 for a child, 12 for a grown-up. Oh, no, Jill, if you could send the email, you have to send the email. You can't put it on here. You have to send it to the studio email if you want to send a picture. It's studio, here you go, at sewingstreet.com. Studio at sewingstreet.com. Danielle says, morning, I love the fat quarter skirt. I've made 3 so far. Had a bit of fun with my class at school by reversing my skirt at lunchtime to see if they noticed. Oh, Danielle, you're too much. I do that on here. I change my shirt sometimes and nobody even notices. Even Hannah. No. Right, okay. Oh, right, that's all I'm doing on this table for now. Well, I thought I'd talk about... Oh, no, I'll do them. Then the table's cleared. I'll do the jerseys. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll do the jerseys. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying I'll do the jerseys. I'm just telling you. It's like we always say to Emma, we're not angry, Emma. We're just disappointed. Very, very. Oh, I love that. Now, this is Jersey. Now, I thought this was called Avellana, not Alavana. No, it is Avellana. It is Avellana. I think somebody spelt it wrong. It's not Alavana, it's Avellana. Yeah, Banana's what we used to say. Oh, I love it, though. Now, I was about to say, why is it called banana? It's not yellow. That's because Hannah's singing Have a Banana in my ear. What is it? Purple Roses. Now, it is stretch. 95% cotton. 3% elastane. 62 to 63. Actually, that didn't add up to 100, though. Did you say 95 and 3? Oh, 5. 95 and 5. It's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous print. It was lovely as well. Really good quality there. Okay. The reason we're showing jerseys, I've got overlockers coming up. After I've done my Adjustoforms, I've got overlockers coming up. These are stripes. These, how do they spelt it now? Alavana. Jersey in stripy. That's doing my eyes in, that one. Same composition. Little children's clothes, yeah. Leggings. Mind you, if Hannah wore these as leggings to the gym. Oh no, look, they don't. It doesn't distort. That's good, isn't it? Normally when you pull it over Hannah's legs like that, it would distort, but it's not going to. That'd be very flattering, Hannah. Neckerchiefs with stretch fabric. Oh, like bib things, yeah. Not like ones they can wipe their nose on. Right, so these are polo, look like polo mints. Other mints are available. They're very wide, these, by the way, 6 inches wide. This one is called... Oops! Takes me back to when we used to sell hoop earrings all those years ago. These are like Hannah's favourite cereal that she's left in the bowl too long. And we always go like this. That's a clue. Cheerio. No. You cannot go home. Carol's watching while she makes baby for a no. Carol's not making a baby. I do apologise. While she's making... While she's making bunting for a baby. That's what happens when you try and speak and listen at the same time. It's not good. It's not good. I do apologise. Tina says, love the jersey fabric. Would a beginner be able to manage it? Yes, you would. As long as you use a stretch. Oh, what is the matter with me today? Stretch, stitch, or an overlocker. It's nice, stable jersey, though, it is. Oh, this is nice. It's very unusual prints for jersey, aren't they? Now, this looks a bit like one of those quilt patterns we looked at earlier, wasn't it? From New York State. Tarrytown in New York State. Oops. It's nice, isn't it? What colour do they call this? There's no colour. Circular floral. Hannah would call, that's a good name for it, that tiger. I'd call it turmeric. Hannah's still a little bit allergic to turmeric since she got stuck on her head. And then 5 days later, went to have her eyebrows threaded, and the lady said, oh, you've got stain on your forehead. And Hannah went, it's been there for 5 days. I've not washed my forehead for 5 days. Okay, now we've had this one, but in the purple. Now this is saying West Side Story to me again, this one. I like to be in America. Okay, to be in America. What have you got there to keep clean? Da 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 da. Avalana, this is not... Can we just... I'm sure it's meant to be Avalana. In red rose, this one. Red. No, hang on. I know Madrigal, Elizabethan Madrigal. Anyway, oh, you know what else I saw in my garden yesterday? Wrens. 2 little wrens, right? And first of all, I was in the kitchen. I thought, like this, thinking, those mice are running a bit funny out in the garden, like that. Anyway, I realised. Anyway, I said to John, the next door neighbour, "Oh, I think I've seen some wrens. Are they rare?" And he went, "They're the most prolific UK garden or countryside bird, John." And I was like, I've never seen one before, but they're only like that big. They were, and their little tails up like that. Anyway. 7.49. Okay, now I've run out of fabrics. Shall we go and do some Adjustoforms? That's what this hour's all about. Come on. I haven't got any calico, so I can't do any draping or anything for you today, or padding them up or anything. Are you coming over then? Right, before you even start checking out or putting these in your basket, I need to tell you the difference between cherry... Oh, hang on, I just have to wait for it to come into shop. Play them through. There we go. So this is cherry and that's sapphire, right? What it is this one is called your... Hang on, I just need to move that machine out. There you go. So this one The differences are, if you're going to be making trousers, this one is brilliant because you can move the pole from, you can move this pole from the centre to the side. So if you're doing trousers, then get this one. If you're never going to do trousers, then buy Cherry, because her stand just goes straight up the middle. And the thing is, if you do trousers and put them on Cherry, what you have to do is you have to split the crotch seam to get them onto the stand. Also, if you look here, Sapphire has got a space for the trousers to go up to, whereas Cherry hasn't. So now let's have a look at Sapphire. I'm calling them Sapphire. That's not what they're called on the graphics. Oh, they are. Oh, they are. Sorry. They've changed that then. Right, have a look at this still, right? Look. So you can see there, they come in sizes A, B, and C, which I'll go through in a second. But look how the leg form works. It's a So Deluxe leg form, Sapphire. Can you see in the circle there, you've got two places that you can put the stand. You can either put it to the left or you can put it up the centre. I don't think you can put it up the right as well. No, you can only put it up the left. So it means they can go through a trouser leg without you having to split the crotch seam. And it's also, like I say, got the shaping for putting a pair of trousers on. So that's the big difference between the two. So shall I go through Sapphire first? Okay, this is size B, this one. Right, no, okay, before we do anything, can we get the size chart up for Sapphire, please, for the deluxe leg, right? Because I'm telling you this now. I don't know which camera I'm meant to be looking at. Oh, that one. I'm telling you this now. Have a look at the size chart. Because I've only got one of size A, right? So size A is 33 to 41 inch bust, 26 to 33.5 inch waist, 36 to 44 hip. Size B, which is the one I've got on the set here with me, 39 to 47 bust, 32 to 40 waist, 41 to 49 hip, and then size C is a 45 to 53 bust, 38 to 46 waist, and a 47 to 54 hip. So I was only wanted to show you that now because I've only got one of size A. Right? Now, should we put some prices in? Because they're all the same price. They're all exactly the same price. Right, we're going to put in B because that's this one here I've got now. Right, look at the price. Look at the price, look at the price, look at the price. Right, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Split pay. Split pay, so you make 3 payments of $53.33. So you can get these home, any of them home. So obviously you pay $53.33. Now your postage is only $3.95, the same as if you buy anything else. If you've already bought something, if you've come in and bought the rulers or an iron or something like that, your P&P is paid for then, right? It comes after your first payment. It arrives after your first payment. So you pay today to midnight tonight, $53.33. Plus your post and packaging. This will be shipped out to you immediately. I think they come straight from Adjustoform, don't they? They don't come from our warehouse. They've got a 2-year warranty on them, on the making of them, not wear and tear. Yeah, Hannah's saying that's very, very important because she's had a look and a lot of them don't have any form of guarantee on them. Right, let me take you through this. So if you're thinking about the neck size, you see here on the top of the, do you want me to tilt that forward? There you go, look, can you see there? Where are we looking now? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, aren't I? Just coming in now. You can change the neck size by pushing that in and turning it. There you go, look. It's a bit difficult. Look. There you go, there you go. Push it in and turn it so you can make the neck size whatever size you want. Obviously, she's on a shorter length at the moment because just the way she came this morning. But look at the dials. You've got dials at the front. You've got dials under both armpits. And you've got a dial at the back. And you've got them at the waist. And you've got them at the hip as well. Now, it's very unusual to have 12 different... I want to call them dials, cogs. Basically, it's very unusual to have 12 of them. What it means is If you need more, if your chest measurement, your bust measurement is more at the front than it is at the back, then you adjust it by opening them here. If you've got a wide back, but your bust, your cups are just your regular C size, then you open it here and it opens more at the back. Or indeed, if you need it to kind of just more kind of girth, then literally you can open them up that way. Always buy one that is smaller than you are. There's no point in buying one that's a bust 49 if you're only a 45 bust, say, because you can never make one smaller, but you can make them bigger. Do you see what I mean? You can always make it bigger by either using the cogs or by padding it out. Where am I looking now? There. So, oh no, there. I get so confused. We haven't got lights on the cameras and they're all facing me and I don't know where I'm looking. Okay, so there's, first of all, there's all of those. You can also extend the nape to back waist on these. Now, I can't do it here because you have to actually take it off the stand, but inside there's a little bit here that you can extend the nape to back waist, because when you saw the nape to back waist measurement on the size chart, it says them like between 15 and 17 or 16 and 18. So that, because the nape to back waist is a really, really important measurement to make when you're kind of altering your own patterns and things like that. Again, you can pin through this. It's on a tripod stand, and it also has a hem marker. You see it's a pin hem marker. I'll just see if Emma can go down onto the, there we go. It's got a pin marker. So what it is you put that so many, however many inches up from the floor you want it, and then you literally move it round in a circle, and you just put a pin in where the marker is, so you can literally pin a really, really even hem. You can pin into the body of the mannequin, so if you're draping or if you're putting a pattern on it, you can actually pin into here as well. So have you put so we've only got one of the size A. We're all right for size B and C. So if you put all the graphics through for all of those, they've all gone through. They've all gone through. This is B that I've got in front of me here. And then underneath me, A and C are also available. I'll show you the size chart again because I'm going to move on to Cherry. Okay, so here we go. Oh, there it is. So size A, there's only one of those, remember. 33 to 41 inch bust. 26 to 33 waist, I've already done that, and 36 to 44 hip. Then at size B is 39 to 47 bust, 32 to 40 waist, and 41 to 49 hip. And 45 to 53 bust is your size C, 38 to 46 waist, and 47 to 54 hip. And as you can see there, the back length, you can measure it between, on different sizes, 14.5 to 16.5, 15 to 17, or 16 to 18, altering that's your nape to back waist. And that's Anna, it's just saying to me again, always buy one, don't buy one that's bigger than you because you can't make it smaller. Size B, which is this one, there are only 4 left. There are only 4 left, 1 of size A, 4 of size B. Just so you know. And of course, split pay as well. You don't have to take split pay if you don't want to. Split pay is an option that we give you if you want to. So if you just want to pay 53.33 today, and then 53.33 next month, and 53.33 the month after, that's it. You do have to pay P&P on your first one. But if you've already bought something else, then it's all included in your daily P&P from midnight to midnight. So that's Sapphire. And this is the one to get if you're going to do trousers, right? If you're going to do a lot of trousers, then you definitely need a Sapphire. Okay, let's move on to Cherry now. Cherry is very much like Sapphire, but all it is she's your more traditional. What are you looking for, Hannah? It's here. Is your more traditional shape. You know, kind of you do your dresses, your skirts, your blouses and things like that on. Again, look at the price, split pay. They're all the same price. They're all exactly the same price. Shall we get the size chart for Cherry, please? Here we go. So now Cherry is called Super Fit Deluxe. So this comes in small, medium and full figure. So small is 33 to 41 bust. Waist is 24 to 32. Hips 34 to 42. The medium is 39 to 47 bust, 29 to 37 waist, and 40 to 48 is your hip on that one. And again, look at your nape to waist measurements and things like that. And a black back length, 15 to 17 on both those, and then 16 to 18 on your full figure. So now again, this one here, this is your neck size here. Now this one, you must be able to adjust this neck size. I think this one adjusts when you adjust the coils and the dials on the side there. You've got a little pin cushion at the top there. And then again, you can pin into this one, 2-year warranty. Again, it's got the tripod stand, and you've got the pin hem marker on this one as well. And again, you've got the 12 different cogs to do the different sizes around it. So again, I'm saying again a lot, don't I? Make sure you buy the one that's slightly smaller than you, or the one that, the thing is, make sure your measurements fit into all of the measurements. So if the bust and the waist are perfect, but then the hips are the wrong size, then just always buy the one smaller, because you can make it bigger to fit your size. That's all I'm saying. $159.99. You can get them on pre-order. And split pay. What do I mean pre-order? Sorry. Split pay, not pre-order, because they're already on the main page now. You can get them on split pay at $53.33 for but three payments. But like I say, you don't have to take that. You can always choose to just do it in one thing. And they come straight from Adjustoform, because they come in quite a big box. They won't come this tall. Obviously, you have to construct them. It's just putting the stand and the leg. It's very easy to do. Even Hannah can do it, she said. So it's lovely. It just depends on whether you want just for dressmaking or whether you want one with trousers as well. Oh, okay, we have to okay, let me put the blue one back in, put sapphire back. No, it's fine. Sapphire is very, very popular. Okay, so if you want size A, there's the measurements there. There's only one, but there are several in baskets, right? Several of those in baskets. So that's your A. B. Yeah, B's the one I've got with me here. Okay, there are 2 left, and any in baskets? Okay, so there are 2 of B left, and 3 people have got them in baskets. Now, I'm not saying we're never going to get it in again, because obviously we will, but that's it. Okay, now there's 5 people got B in their baskets. Some of you will miss out today. We will get them back in stock, I promise, but I don't know when. I don't know what delivery is like on those. And then C, obviously, I've got stock of C. But again, that's the one. Oh, 4. I've got 4 in size C. 4 in the size C. This is a B, and I've got it in a size C. The A, well, they're all going to sell, aren't they? But this is the one that if you're going to do trousers, you must buy this one. You must buy that one if you're ever going to do trousers on it. I know. We still have no date on when we're going to have the men's one. We keep asking, but we will find out for you. There's a man's one here. It's been delivered, but we don't know when it's going. Anyway, so that's that. Now, I just need to go back over there, because I've got to, there's the size chart again there, because I've got to just quickly redo the early bird. So the early bird this morning, this sells by the thousands of units. I don't know why we've even put this as an early bird, you see, because it sells at the normal price. But anyway, this is, if you're making face masks, if you're making face masks, this is imperative, really. If you want the inner lining, it's the Visaline inner lining face mask. Now, it is a metre, but it's half a metre wide. So it looks, when you get yours home, it's going to look like this, because you can think, oh, they've only sent me half a metre. You're getting a metre, but the actual fabric is only 50 centimetres wide. So you're getting a metre in length, but the width is only 50 centimetres. So you'll think we've only sent you half a metre, but we haven't sent you a metre. You'll see that the selvage is there and there. So it is £4.90. It's nothing to look at, but it's that extra layer, extra filtration. Now, obviously, you can't make surgeons' masks out of this, or people who go into operating theatres, but for us, everyday mortals, it's perfect for just putting in between. Now, especially if you make the oblong ones with pleats in them, then, you know what I mean, it would be, there you go, look. So Brian is going to use it in all his masks. I just think if you want that extra, and to be honest, right, it's really weird, because I was sorting out my princess bedroom yesterday, Indian princess bedroom, and that's where I'm keeping all my masks. And I've kept thinking, oh, have I got too many? Maybe I should come and give some of these to other charities and things like that. And I thought, do you know what? We're gonna have to carry on wearing masks for a long time to come, aren't we? because we're still going to have to do your social distancing. And they're saying we have to wear masks on the beach if we go on the beach, aren't they? So anyway, I just think it's a must, really, if you're going to do that. I know. They will get wet, Hannah, if you go swimming. £4.98. Okay, come with me then. Oh, no, you can stay there on that for a minute. Stay there on that on a minute. Then I'll come over here. Now, if you've got an overlocker, I've got a couple of overlockers here. I'll quickly talk about them in a minute. Oh, might not do. I might have run out of time. We have got the, I know you saw Gary with his Dukey overlocker. Was it yesterday or the day before? Day before. We've got an Elner air threader here if you're interested in an air threader. And one of our most affordable, or if not the most affordable overlocker here as well. But before I do those, I'm just going to do some threads because Gary was talking about threads. Right, hang on, I'll do this one first. This is the tin, right? Remember earlier in this hour, and I suddenly went, oh, like that. And it was like I'd seen colour and I got distracted. I'll do that one in a minute. This one, I'll do this one first. Oh, you won't get this one. You won't get this one because look, are you ready? Are you ready from upstairs? Blimey. Okay, ready? Somebody's obviously filled an overlocker with the 4 different colours, haven't they? And not told me. So you do get 4 black, you get 4 grey, mid-grey, you get 4 pale grey, you get 4 cream, you get 4 white, and you get 4 of the darker clotted cream as well. They're all the right, 74.99. Look how many metres you get. Does it actually say? Right, there's 1,200 on each spool, right? 1,200 on each of those spools. And you get 24 spools, I can't work that out. 28,800 of thread. But what you also have to do is keep moving them round on your machine because 2 of them run out quicker than the other 2, do you know what I mean? So if you've got your 4 black ones on, just keep moving them round, doing a rotation system. And it means they'll all run out evenly. Yours box will be full. And at £74.99, fantastic. So the thing is, Gary brought his own. Gary brought bright orange, so Gary didn't nick them. I think, but 1 black, 1 grey, 1 pale grey, and 1 cream. Very unusual. That's a mystery. It's a mystery, as Toya once said. Anyway, £74.99. If you've got an overlocker, they are a must. Absolutely. And who was on? Oh, yes, it was Wendy. She actually said to Gary that a friend of hers, also a lesson that she was taking, or teaching, and the lady's overlocker wouldn't work. All she did was change the thread and worked like a dream. Worked like an absolute dream. That's why it's good to have overlocking thread of good quality. And this is exactly what that is. £74.99. And also, don't be thinking, oh, I'm doing a red dress today, or I'm doing a yellow thing today, I'm doing a green thing today. Keep your overlocking to your basic colours. Obviously, if it's going to be seen, then obviously change it to normal thread that's going to match. But on the whole, you'll never overlock in any colours but these. £74.99. Then this here. Now, I've not seen this before. Oh, this is nice. This is Metler. Right, I haven't got my glasses. Now, in here, you get 4 biscuit, 4 red, 4 black, and 4 white. £74.99. Now, they look bigger spools. So they got... Cerulean. Finer. It's a finer overlocking necessities thread. 16, yeah, they're 2,000 metres, look. 2,000 metres on a spool here, 16 of them. Perfect for more lightweight fabrics, but still sturdy. It's not lightweight as in tacking fabric. You still overlock with it. And it's Metler, so it'd be good quality, £74. And you get that lovely tin. Reminds me of my nan's biscuit tin, that, for some reason. I don't know if it's the colours or whether she had those party rings that were in those colours. Do you remember the ones with the sugar coating on the top? £74.99. Gorgeous, aren't they? Now let me just literally run these two overlockers through for you so you can have a quick look at these before I go. This one here, the Elna most affordable one that we've got today. Really easy to use, very, very simple to use. I'll give you a date of when Jane was in, maybe with this one. This is the Elna 664 overlocker. Look at the price. £289. Very, very easy to thread up. Look, you can get it over 3 split pays. 3 split pays, they have 96.33. Do we have a date when Jane was on with this one? We'll just check for you. The thing is, you might be thinking, oh, I don't need an overlocker. I know loads of people who bought an overlocker, it's still in the box in the hall. Once you get this up and running, you will you'll think, how did I live without an overlocker? It's £289 or 3 payments of 90. With our split pay, we don't charge you any interest. We literally take the price and cut it 2 ways, 3 ways, or 5 ways, depending on which one it is. And you just pay even. And also, you get this after the first payment. You have to wait till it's not like one of those Christmas clubs where you have to wait till you paid them all. You get it. It'll be. Oh, and it comes directly from Elna. So your first payment will go through at midnight tonight, which means Elna. Oh, it's Sunday tomorrow. Monday morning, Elna will start packaging it up and sending it out to you. I know. .664 Elna overlocker. We have got one called 664 Pro as well, which is the next one up from this. Don't worry. Yeah, if you go to YouTube, put in Sewing Street and then write Elna 664 overlocker, you'll get the right one up with Jane. And then very quickly, because look at the time, Adele's waiting to come back on. There's this one here, which is an air threading. So obviously it's going to be more pricing. This is the only Elna air threader that we've got. And look, oh, I thought it was more than that. £849, but look, 5 split pays at £169.80 over 5 months. It is the Extend 864, well, they should use different numbers, shouldn't they? Air threading overlocker. It's fantastic, isn't it? Brilliant. So now made even easier because the lower loopers, which are the ones that are the most difficult to thread, are done with air threading. So you don't ever have to worry about that. Comes with full instructions, comes with a 2-year warranty, comes direct from Elna for £849. I know, for an air threader. I know. Anyway, look, I better go because, oh, come on, John. No, Elna's not coming. Adele's coming. She's going to do, let's see a picture of the skirt, if that's right. She's going to do this very 1970s skirt. The pattern is already selling. Well, I think after people saw how brilliantly the top from earlier went together, they're now thinking, oh, I'll get that for summer. I'll get that lovely skirt for summer. Because imagine if you did it in 3 different colours. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'm going back to the 70s, aren't I? I'll see you with Adele in 3 minutes from now.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay 1 postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Hi, I'm Debbie Harris, and I'm so excited to be one of the new guest designers here on Sewing Street. I live and work in Melton Mowbray in Leicestershire, where I run my own knitting and sewing business called Mabel and Deb. I specialise in sewing and knitting and crocheting, and I've been doing all of those 3 things from being a little girl when my mum taught me all things knitting, crochet and sewing. Started off just crocheting little chain stitches and granny squares, and then actually patchwork sewing little hexagons, and they're still my favourite shape to sew now. I used to be a school teacher. For over 20 years I was teaching in classrooms and just had the knitting and the crochet and sewing as a background hobby. But now I get to do this as my job, and I'm absolutely passionate about it and really want to share all that passion and excitement with you guys. A tip that I think is worth sharing with you is always use quality materials. So whether that's your fabrics or your threads or wool, the difference in the quality of your materials can really make a difference to your finished project. And always use the right tools. So whether it's a rotary cutter or a pair of scissors that are specially made for that job, that too can make all the difference. My claim to fame in 2020 was being one of the winners of the Great British Make Off here on Sewing Street when I did my debut sewing demonstration in November last year. And it was just a wonderful experience, and I'm so excited to be here on my Sewing Street journey with you all, bringing you lots of tips, techniques, and looking forward to doing lots of exciting projects with you throughout the year. So lovely to meet you, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page. While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Sorry I didn't read any messages out during that last hour, but the iPad wasn't anywhere near me. I'm still only on 7 AM. I need to catch up. What are you on? Oh, Hannah hasn't filled us up yet. So while you're sewing, Adele, you might hear me slurping over here. Right, now, these patterns are already selling. I was just saying at the end of the last hour, I think you've seen how easily the top went together, and you're thinking, oh, actually, I might quite like that skirt. And I just think this skirt, I don't want to be rude about Jane, but I don't think that picture does the skirt any favours. I don't mean to be rude at all, but you know what I mean? It's such a gorgeous skirt. And on our stand, I'm not saying ours is better, but I just love the shape. Look at the shape. Look, I know we got it against the white wall, but look, it's such a perfect shape because you've got your flat waist and then you haven't got any fullness. It gets fuller towards the hem, so you haven't got any bulk around your waist or anything like that. So very, very flattering shape and a really lovely length as well. Anyway, it's called the Lewes. It's where Glyndebourne is, isn't it, Lewes? I used to work with a costume supervisor at York. When I first went to York, I was a pattern cutter, and Kathy Darcy was the supervisor, and she went off to Glyndebourne in Lewes, you see, and I took over as a supervisor and did 7 brides for 7 brothers, and then carried on from there. But anyway, Lewes is very posh, isn't it, Lewes? Anyway, so this is the Sussex. No oops on this one. No oops. And I might open the pattern, I might not, I'll see. Okay, let's have a look inside. Brand new today, brand spanking new today. So again, the pattern is on brilliant, brilliant pattern paper. Let's quickly get this open. All perfectly explained. There you go. Oh, now this goes from size 8 to a 22, the skirt. 8 to 22, the skirt. So you've got your different sizes there. You've got your bottom frill, your top frill. I haven't had one of those for a long time. Back yoke, front yoke. Right, oh yeah, that's all you need. That's actually your yoke, your middle frill, and your bottom frill. Sorry, I was looking for a medium frill or a medium. Anyway, that goes. I know. Anyway, it's very, very simple to follow. Here's your instructions. Oh, now maybe, because look, maybe this is just the size chart that goes in the pattern, because it's definitely got a size 22 line on your pattern piece. So it goes up to a 22, this one. Anyway, there's your construction. I'll have a word with Jane. Beautiful, fantastic. Okay, so that's the pattern. The fabric, now again, this is going to be one of those skirts that looks completely different with the fabric that you've bought or the fabric you've got. I'll have to fold that later, I'm afraid. You remember the other day when we did the, do you remember Alice and Marion's favourite book? And we did the, Julie, we did the dress in the yellow floral, and the yellow floral fabric absolutely flew out. This skirt would be gorgeous in the yellow floral fabric. I showed it to Adele earlier. It'd be beautiful. So if you got loads of that, because if you got some of that, because we sold loads of it, then you can definitely make this skirt out of that. So, a third of the stock of the pattern's gone already. I think it's because, first of all, it's flattering. Secondly, taking you back, isn't it? Today's gone by. Right, so the one that the sample is made out of is this. It's a Rose and Hubble. It's a bundle. We have got it by the ½ metre as well. Quarter of the stock of the bundle has gone. Now you only need 2 metres. That's good. It's it wide, this fabric. Let's just have a look at it. I'm just going to check in here because it'll say how much you need. Oh, actually, oh no, you need, so how much have we done? 2 metres. Right, in here it says 1.5, but that's of 60 inches wide. So most of our fabrics aren't 60 inches wide. Anyway, so that's the one the sample's made out. Lovely, isn't it? Delft. I'd call that Delft. If you want to buy that by the ½ metre, you can do £18.99 for the bundle. By the ½ metre, here it is. Beautiful. £4.99. Okay, so we'll do that there. Then, now the one we're going to do the sample out of, this will be interesting to see how this one, I think once this is washed, it will look even better, because I think it's not too heavy, but it's heavy-ish, isn't it, this one? Anyway, look. Now your eyes haven't gone funny, don't worry. So you've got 2 metres of this. Is that right? 2 metres, yeah. 2 metres in the bundle. £32.99. Let me just give this a quick measure. I think you can have a lot of this left over. Oh, this is only available in the bundle. It's 55 inches wide, this one. 55 inches wide. It's lovely, isn't it? £32.99. That's your bundle of 2 metres. But if you want it in the ½ metre, excuse me, we can do it. Oh no, there it is. It's fallen into the trolley. I know I'm coughing into my cough, but I still like to sanitise. There you go, £8.49 for your ½ metre. I'm not sure. It feels like a linen mix. Is it a linen mix? Just called cream flowering mist fabric. Okay, 55% linen. Oh, that's right. Excuse me, 45% viscose. Got a lovely fall to it. Anyway, you're going to see that one being made up. You are going to see that one being made up. Then I've got Hannah's Choice. This is only available by the ½ metre, but this would look fantastic. I'm not kind of quite sure. They're cranes, are they? Or are they storks, do you think? And then what's that? That's a bird of paradise. That's not a peacock. Oh, that might be a lady peacock.
A peahen.
It's what?
A peahen.
Oh, a peahen. Not a lady peacock, a peahen. Well, that's a parrot up there. I should know this. Now I'm an expert zoologist. I watch Secret Life of the Zoo, and I think I know everything about zoos and animals now, especially the birthing process, because they seem to just have a lot of births on it. But Hannah watches Holby City and Casualty and 24 Hours in A&E. Thinks she's a doctor.
Oh, I watch Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, what?
And I definitely feel like I'm a doctor now.
Oh, now, did we have this one in the last hour? Looks very similar to the crepe we had in the last hour, this one. Don't do Mavis noises at me. Tropical Leaves, this one's called. Dame Fleur. Black viscose, half metre, £7.99. It's definitely got the same weave as one we had earlier, because they called it linen look earlier. It's got that linen look. Very fine. It's very, very fine. 100% viscose crepe linen look. £7.99 for half a metre. Then I've got this gorgeous, like, vibrant blue, aqua blue now with orange. This is called Pimpernel. This, again, has got the linen look, viscose with a linen look. It's pretty, that one, isn't it? £7.99. Pimpernel Celeste, that one's called. You need to get some of those good not antimacassars. What was I going to say? Anti-hay fever pills. What? Antihistamines. This one or that cream one next. This one. There you go. It's not black. Hannah, it's not black. Navy. Pink flowers on navy. Pink flowers on navy. Oh, now Pimby Harney says, my lovely mum used to make me skirts like this. Alison Marion says, I had a maxi skirt like this in the 70s. We'll definitely be making one for the summer. And Pauline, you be careful what you're writing. I might have to block you if you're not careful. £2.99. Oh, you know what? I think this is Rose and Hubble. This is the same. Now, remember I just said to you that the yellow fabric that we used the other day... what? No bundle of this one. No bundle of this one. But, remember I said the yellow fabric. This is the same width and the same feel as the yellow fabric. So if you like this fabric, this will work perfectly for it. That's £2.99 for half a metre. And it's 100% cotton. It's Rose and Hubble. That's wrong, isn't it? That can't be right. Okay, that's lovely, that one. Then this one. Now, this one's by Belly Boo. Belly Boo fabric. I've never heard of her before. Oh, no, it's about to sell out, £2.99. See, that one work. I'm wondering if you do 2 panels in the blue and 1 in the Belly Boo, or the other way around. Belly Boo's about to go. There's how much? Metre and a half of Belly Boo left, so that'll go over there. Pink flowers on navy. Okay, over 50 metres of that went, 50 half metres, sorry, of that went, so 25 metres went within seconds. Oh, I'm not surprised. That is gorgeous, and it's £2.99 for half a metre. And it's going to work perfectly for the skirt. The weight of it is going to work perfectly. Okay, please check out on that because you're going to miss out if you don't. Right, okay then. Adele. I didn't forget your name. I was trying to do a pin to pause then. Was this easy to make?
Oh, yes, really easy. The only difficult part was putting a zip in.
Oh, has it got a zip in it?
It's got a little zip on the side. It's a concealed zip, but as a beginner, a zip should not put you off. Yeah. You can still go for it. Okay. We haven't got a zip for it, I'm afraid, so you'll have to supply your own zip. Yes, a little concealed zip. Okay, so I'm going to see actually how much of this I can get done.
Okay, then go.
Let's go. So I've already put interfacing on the top yoke. So
Okay, what weight of interfacing?
So this is the very light
very soft.
interfacing.
So
yes.
on the packet, on our website, it's a lady in a chiffon blouse.
Yes.
On the front of the packet.
Yeah, because this is going to go on the inside, and that's what sort of holds this shape here over your hips before the ruffle.
Okay.
And if you go for the very flouncy, you really would need to put this in because you want that stability around that area.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Because you don't want it to stretch out either. So we've got an inner yoke and an outer yoke. Now, one tip I would say is find some way of marking the front to the back. It doesn't matter with the other pieces, but the yoke is a different size and a different shape with front and back.
Yeah, so one's called front yoke and one's called back yoke, and you cut 2 of each of them.
2 of each, one inner, one outer.
Okay.
And I've just used a pin. You can do it whatever way you would like to be able to do it.
So is your pin your front or your back?
My back.
Okay.
Because it'll hurt if I sit down.
Okay. I knew there'd be a method there somewhere.
Method in the madness.
Yeah. Also, you could, if you haven't got enough fabric, I'm not saying from now, but if you're going to use something from your stash, the inner yoke,
you could do.
So you'd have to cut a front yoke out in your real fabric, a back yoke out in your real fabric, and then a front in your cotton from your stash, and the back, so that the inside, because that's never going to be seen, is it?
Yeah.
Unless you take your skirt off in public.
Or if you wanted to do it the other way, have a very plain skirt and then have a really...
Yeah, you could do.
Because I love a little jazzy secret.
Yeah.
Bit.
But, or if you're going to make the middle section
yes.
a different fabric, then you could put your facing as that other fabric.
Yeah. So there's loads of things that you can actually do with this dress. And I really like the length. I'm really into midi length at the moment. So I think it's really flattering with a nice pair of sandals. So I've already sewn up one of my yokes. I've sewn up the inner yoke. Now we have to sew different sides for the outer and the inner. Okay, so don't sew the same side for both of the yokes to start with, because this is going to go on the inside, so it needs to almost be inverted.
Right.
So I've sewn the right hand side with the front one facing me, which means with the outer one I'm going to sew the left hand side with the front one facing me. It's a centimetre seam allowance. This hasn't frayed much, so I'm going to actually finish my seams afterwards. If you want to, some people like to actually finish their seams before they even begin. They find it quite therapeutic to prepare everything. You can, but I quite like finishing it because when we've got the ruffle, the gather, it kind of encapsulates the gather and stops that. Is that a word?
Is that the word you're thinking of? Miss Teacher?
Encased.
We'll see, when we get to it, I'll tell you what it means.
Miss Teacher? I don't hold that against me.
No, I'm a trained teacher, aren't I? So, you know.
It's like when the kids are like, Miss, I've got a really poorly arm because I'm a science teacher. They think I'm a doctor. And I'm like,
well, you should be able to.
Oh, so I'm just going to do this seam here. Just the normal seam, stitch length, sorry.
And is it a centimetre seam allowance?
Yep, centimetre seam allowance to go with this. So that is my yoke done. I'm not going to do the other side because that is where my zip is going to go into. Okay, we're now going to move on to the middle panel. So let me show you the middle panel, top frill it's called. Now, you cut it on the fold, you cut 2 pieces, but then it's got this mark here and also a zip mark.
Right.
Okay. We're only going to sew up to the zip mark. This mark here, this notch here, is to help you match your pieces together. Whereas this one here, we don't want to sew anywhere above that because that's where our zip's going to fit into.
Yeah.
So we're only going to sew up to there.
So basically on the skirt, the zip goes down the yoke and a little bit into the first.
Down the yoke and a little bit in. Now, a lot of people do their notches in different ways. I like just nipping in to the seam, okay? But if you're a beginner seamstress and you don't really do your notches, or you haven't done many notches, be very careful because it's only a centimetre seam allowance. You don't want to do a big notch and then go into your seam. So just be very, very careful. We don't want too much. You can do a chalk a little mark, you could do a little tailor's tack. Lots of different ways to do notches. You'll kind of find which way suits you. There we go. And we're going to sew up one side we're going to sew up to that zip, the other side we are going to sew up completely to that, okay? So the left hand side, we're going to sew up to the zip, the right hand side we're going to sew all the way up.
Does it matter what side you put the zip in? No,
because, well, on here it's got the, let me try and see,
oh, you're right.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I tripped on
Well, no, I'm just thinking if you're right-handed,
yeah, that's
you might
what I'm
want the
just
zip
trying
on the
to look
left-hand
at.
side, and if you're left-handed, you might want the zip on the right-hand side.
So this is the outer, so let me tell you which way the zip has been put in on this. So it's on the left-hand side, but exactly that. If you want it on the right-hand side, it's easy to do. And there's no, well, there is a front and back to this, so yes, just be mindful of that.
Got a message from Sarah on our bottom. Morning, John and Adelle. What a fab sewing morning. Think the skirt is so gorgeous and the top and skirt in matching fabric would look lovely. From Sarah in East Sussex. I hadn't even thought about that, but yes, it would.
Yeah, I love a faux jumpsuit idea.
Oh, don't start about jumpsuits.
Why?
Hannah wants every fabric. Oh, I want a jumpsuit in that. Oh,
I love a jumpsuit, but I don't like a jumpsuit that I've got to get completely undressed when I go to the toilet. So I do a top and bottom.
As it is.
Well,
yeah.
Top and the bottom, the same fabric, and then it looks like a jumpsuit.
But also I think the hem of the top will sit where the line of that first one is there anyway.
Yeah. But I do like the fact of an all-in-one look. I think that's why I wear a lot of dresses nowadays.
Yeah.
I quite like just all, and plus it's only one thing to think of. I haven't got to think of what matches in the morning.
But Hannah never thinks if it's going to match it. Today she has, because she's worn black today, but...
I get my clothes out the night before.
Yeah, so do I.
And then I can go around in the dark trying to put it on. Right, and then the other side.
I live on my own and I still put it out on the landing.
Do you?
Get to make too much noise and wake no
Do
one up.
you put like your bottle and your juice and everything out downstairs?
Oh, don't, I'm so, because we have to leave so early.
Yes.
I'm so, the night before I go to bed, so in the kitchen, the empty bottle's there, the lemon's there, the cutting board's there, and the spoon to remind me to have some grapefruit before I leave is there. Then on the dining room table is the bag with all my makeup and everything like that in, a bag with my food in, and my satchel, you know, my bag and my wallet and everything like that. And then hanging on the kitchen door are my clothes that I'm bringing with me for today's and tomorrow's shows.
You see, my husband's the same. Yeah. I went down today, there was 2 cups there with a tea bag in, and then my banana, my Mars bar, all set up, my coffee cup ready to go.
So he does it for you then?
Oh, he's ever so good. He makes me my cup of tea every morning. Well, he got one this morning. Yeah. And he makes my lunch every day for school. So some days I get to school and I'm like, what have I got for lunch?
Oh, you don't even know what's in there?
No, I don't.
Oh, I'd hate that. Imagine thinking, oh, I want cucumber sandwich, you open it, it's egg.
Oh,
not that I love an egg
sandwich. He knows
sandwich.
me now, so I don't like egg.
Oh, don't you?
Oh, no, not egg sandwich.
Oh, I do.
Oh.
Best.
No, I like tuna sandwiches. Oops. See? There you go. So now I'm just doing the bottom frill. Again, I'm just doing the side seams. And then we'll get on to the gathering. And the gathering does not need to be scary.
Right. Well, it's not full on, it looks, from here it looks like it's not full on heavy gathering at all, is it?
No, no. And the stitch length, when well, I'll talk about it in a moment, but it actually really helped with the gathering.
Okay.
And what's nice actually is the gather doesn't sit up near your waist or your hip.
Exactly,
It sits further down. So if you're a little bit worried about gathers on other garments because of it does add a bit of bulk. It doesn't on this pattern because it sits sort of on that.
That's the joy of a yoke, isn't it? Is you keep the top all nice and flat.
Yeah. And it's nice. Every time I say yoke, I just keep thinking of a dippy egg.
Oh, you like dippy eggs, but you don't like egg sandwiches?
Oh, yeah.
Katie's just put, morning, please can we have this lady back? She's lovely.
Oh, thank you.
She can only do weekends because she's a science teacher. You do one a month?
1 month, but I've not been booked up yet for the next one.
Oh.
So maybe I've not.
No.
They don't want me back.
Hannah said, no, it's not that.
Right, let's get on to gathering.
Yeah, come on, hurry up.
So look how big that bottom piece is, all right? Please don't be frightened. It really isn't that big. What we're going to do is we're going to increase our stitch length to the biggest length it will do, and my machine goes up to 5. And we're going to do 2 lines of stitching all the way along this top part.
Right,
okay?
what, all the way round?
No. Now, I never go all the way round because then that's a massive length to actually have to do. So I only ever do half to the one seam and then the other half. And also I back stitch at the top.
Oh, controversial.
I know. I back stitch at the front because I've had a couple of times where I've pulled and then that side pulls out.
Blimey, how strong are you?
Check those muscles out.
Swans. Oh, okay, so that's interesting.
Yes, and like I said earlier, you'll find techniques that work for you. And obviously I'm just so strong that I keep pulling that out. That I always do a quick double back stitch and then I feel confident. Now I'm going to do 2 lines.
You only do the back stitch at one end, remember?
Yes, only at one end.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 2 lines. Now, in the past, I'm like, I don't need to do 2 lines, I'll just do 1 line. It doesn't help with distributing the gathers out, so please don't.
Also, the gathers go wonky if you've only got one line.
Yes, because this bottom line is actually going to be lower than the actual seam allowance. And I'll pick that out afterwards.
So you're doing 2 lines.
Yes.
One's in the seam allowance and one is the other side of the seam allowance. Okay.
So my seam allowance will sit nicely between those 2 gathering stitches and it'll kind of keep that gather nicely distributed.
Yep.
Okay, so first one, I just do slightly inside of 1 centimetre. Now, what I found when I was doing this one, it is doing it on this. It starts to gather it, the machine starts to gather it itself. Hold on, me things there. So you haven't got to do much pulling at the end because as you can see already, it started to gather.
Sue said, I entered the staff room at school to hear one of the teachers complained that her husband had made her tuna sandwiches and she didn't like tuna. She thought he'd said he was making her salmon sandwiches. I said, well, perhaps if you were eating your own lunch and not mine, you'd have salmon sandwiches. So do you have matching sandwich boxes?
Oh. So he's at home at the moment, so he obviously can have his dinner whenever he wants. But if he's on the road, because he works on the road sometimes, he's normally had his dinner by 10 o'clock.
What, if he takes it out with him?
Yeah, because he gets on the motorway.
I'll just have a bit of a sandwich.
Yeah. And he'll just then get something else later.
No, that's not allowed. So does it say how much you have to gather it up to?
So what we're going to do is we're going to gather this into the length, the width of the next piece above.
Yeah.
So as you can already see, that's begun to gather it itself.
Oh yeah. And it doesn't look like it's much more than that anyway.
No. And I didn't actually have to do much pulling on this one. But if you've ever done a garment where you've had to do lots of gathering, get your midpoint, get that in, and then you can distribute the right amount of gathers either side. So as you can see, I've only done one side.
Yeah.
I'm now going to turn it around and do the same thing on the other side.
Yeah, because back in the day, in the 80s, when I was making wedding dresses, and every skirt had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of meters of gathered fabric, I got to the stage where I wouldn't put a gathering stitch. I'd have a normal length stitch, and I would just feed it using a screwdriver under the fabric, and I got to the stage where I could work out how much had to be gathered up to make it fit the dress.
Really? The 80s dresses were amazing, weren't they?
Yeah.
I bet you had to get through loads. Oh no, I didn't do that. No, yeah. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, you cut the thread.
I don't want to cut the thread first. I want to raise my needle, pull it out a little, and then cut the thread. So then that leaves me with a nice thread. I thought I'd cut it then, but it wasn't. It was.
While you do the second line, we'll just have a quick look at the messages. Morning, Adele. Looking lovely this morning. Loving the skirt. Love from Ava and Laura.
Oh, that's my friend Laura. She texted me in the break saying, "Are you making that skirt next?" And I said, "Yes." She went, "Oh, don't forget my birthday's coming up soon."
Oh, that's a bit cheeky.
Well, I always make her something, but it's a very special birthday, so I've actually got something else planned.
Oh, don't tell her. Don't tell her.
No. Got something else planned.
Yeah, okay. And then the second message very quickly. I missed that bit. How did you get to gather it, please, from Susie?
So all I did is I put my stitch length up to the biggest stitch length I've got, which is 5, and it actually gathers itself. It goes through really nicely. So.
But then also the technique that you're about to show us,
Yeah.
you can then pull it up. Your fabric doesn't do that, because if it's a heavier fabric, it might not do that. You can then pull it up to actually gather it
Yeah.
up.
So look, it has actually gathered to almost exactly the right point.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is turn this inside out.
Yeah, so that's your middle section.
That's
of your
my
skirt,
middle,
isn't
which
it?
we will gather in a moment at the top.
Yeah.
And I then post this inside, match up. So I've got right sides to right sides now.
And also don't get the two sides confused. Make sure that you're not sewing the bit that's supposed to go onto the yoke.
Yes.
Because otherwise you've just got to go in rather than out.
Yeah. So I'm matching my side seams up and it's almost done it itself. Yeah.
Perfect.
Ah, it's almost like I know it now. But the thing is, if you look here, that's a little bit flat there.
Yeah.
And I do want to distribute my gathers. So all I'm just gently going to do is just run my fingers over them and it moves the gathers along.
Also, like you said earlier, before you gather it up, if you mark the halfway point on your bit you're gathering and the halfway point on the one underneath, then you know if you pin those two in the right place, you'll then be able to ease it all out evenly round.
Yes. So gathers are not a scary thing. Please don't ever worry about a gather. Do you prefer a gather or a pleat, John?
I like a pleat, but that's when it goes to the waist. I like the pleats, but on this one, on this skirt, I prefer a gather.
A gather.
Yeah. Only because the style of the skirt suits a gather. But if I'm doing anything like all the wedding dresses I did, I'd much rather do pleats than gathers.
Yeah, I got pleats on today, haven't I?
Yeah?
I made these pleats using a fork.
Oh, yeah. No, Becky Harris on the Frost used to do that with the fork.
Yeah, works really well. Right, so I'm just pinning. Now, when I feed this back through the machine, obviously these gathers are going to be kind of pressed down. So I'm putting lots of pins in so that I can make sure that they stay in the right place and I don't end up with massive bulk at the end. Okay, there we go. If you've got a fancy machine, you could probably just take that foot on the top, just pressure off slightly.
Yeah.
But there we go. And I do exactly the same for the back. Remember, at this point here, there is no front or back.
Mm-hmm.
So I just spin it round, distribute my gathers out, and then we're going to press this afterwards.
After you've sewn it?
Yes, after I've sewn it, I'm going to press this out. So the next line of stitching is going to go in between these gathering stitches.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that means that afterwards we will have to pull out that bottom gather stitch, but it's a long stitch length that it comes out pretty easy.
Yeah.
And I don't know what other people use as entertainment while they're sewing, but I put my headphones on, watch something on my iPad, and I quite enjoy this moment of just, lets me catch up.
I would better watch
on.
anything. I used to have Radio 4 on when I was a pattern cutter, because it's like not white noise because you can listen to it. Because I think if I had music, I'd end up getting lost in the, especially if it's like, my favourite music. Exactly. Or get down memory lane and forget what I'm supposed to be doing. What I also would do is maybe do the gathering stitch in a completely different colour to your project. Then there's no likelihood of you leaving it in because it'll be a bright orange.
And you'll be able to really see it as well when you're picking it out. And sometimes if you just unpick at certain points, you can then pull out your bottom thread and then the rest will just all come out. So this is a long stitch now. I'm going to do all the way
Well,
round.
actually, while you're doing that, I might recap then if that's
Yes,
all right.
that's
So
fine.
You're going to sew a straight line,
Yep.
aren't you? Okay, the pattern. Oh, Pauline, there's no need to feel bad at all. Oh, it's completely fine. Oh, listen, don't worry at all. Don't worry whatsoever. Don't worry whatsoever. Right. Sussex seamstress, Lewes. The Lewes skirt, like a 1970s gathered Laura Ashley skirt. £15.50. Ooh, nearly half the stock's gone already, and that's only a first airing. It's brand new today. £15.50. Beautiful. So it's very easy because you have your bottom frill, your top frill, and your two yokes, and that's it. That's it. This is what I love about Jane's patterns. They are very, very achievable. If you're not only if you're new to dressmaking, but if you're an established dressmaker, you could knock this together in an afternoon, couldn't you? Anyway, I'm not going to fold that up. It'll take me too long. Fabrics. Fabric that the sample is made out of is the most popular of the bundles. Over half the stock has gone. $18.99. You get 2 meters of fabric in there. And that will make this. Goes up to a size 22. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Goes up to a size 22. 2 meters of fabric, Christine. Okay. Then I've got the one that Adele is demonstrating on, which will make a completely different style of skirt. I mean, same pattern, but it will look completely different as the fabric you're using. $32.99. Fantastic demos from Adele. As always, interested to see it done with the fabric you're using, John. I could just listen to you all day. Oh, Jane, you're very kind. What are you laughing about?
What?
Just go on with your sewing. Right, next. The black one. Oh, those two have sold out. Okay. Oh, no, hang on. All of these are sold out. No, not those. Yeah, well, you put those to one side too. So this one is your viscose crepe. $7.99. This is by the half metre. This obviously isn't a bundle. So you'd need 2 meters of that. Gorgeous. And then I've just got 2 more fabrics to show you very quickly, and then we'll go back to Adele. We've got ages yet. Right, so we'll do the fabric that Hannah chose. Here we go. Only Hannah's bought this one so far. Joke. Trudy says, feeling very enthusiastic now. Oh, she's going to have a go at sewing later on today.
Yay!
$6.99 for half a metre. And then last but not least is bright, bright blue. Pimpernel. This again is your viscose linen look. $7.99. Beautiful. Right. So Adele, you've attached that.
Yeah.
Oh, quick unpick. What have you done?
Nothing. I'm taking out my gathering stitch. I'm only going to quickly show. Yeah. So as you can see, look, I feel like I'm pointing now.
Yeah.
Woo. We've got the gathering stitch here, okay, that you can see. And you just can go along, take a few of those out, and then it will just pull out because it's a very loose thread anyway, with it being 5. Oh. There we go. Like that. And then we can just pull that out. And then you've got a lovely gather. So we're now going to gather the top bit.
On to the next bit.
Let's move on. So we're going to do exactly the same again, but this time, remember, we've got our open edge.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to do gather into there, and then we're going to match it with the piece that does not have the interfacing on.
Right.
Okay. And remember, the back and the front need to match up.
Because they're different. The back and front are different, aren't they?
Yes.
On the top bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the back, if I just lay it down flat, look, as I've done it, you can see there's a slight different shape to the front and the back. Okay, so my back, I put a little pin on. That means the back in a moment will fit that piece and then that piece. So let's get on with gathering.
Okay,
quickly.
Nikki says, loving you two today, making the most of my last Saturday at home as back to work on Monday. Thanks for all the inspiration. Love to you all.
Aww. I've got one more week off. Right. So as I'm going through, it's gathering it itself already.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm at 9 a.m. now.
You'll need a wee. You'll need a wee.
I know, Will.
I get home sometimes and I haven't drank anything, and my husband's like, why have you not drank anything? I say, well, I need a wee during a lesson and I can't go.
You have to train it.
What, train my bladder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to try doing 5 hours sitting here in this cold studio.
You haven't got the aircon on today, have you?
No, got too cold. Put the aircon on earlier. It was too cold.
Oh. Right. Next piece at the back. Sorry, today it's just me doing straight lines, isn't it?
That's all right. Is it snowing outside yet?
I think we've had enough snow.
Yeah, I do as well.
Did you ever look into what I said last time with last lockdown and the planes and the lovely weather?
What did you say?
Do you remember? I said,
oh, yes,
and
yes,
you were going, don't be so silly.
No, I didn't. I forgot about it the minute you'd gone. Adele is giving me the inspiration to start sewing the pyjama pattern I bought last week. I'll start on the smallest size and find a human to fit it.
Aww. I love sewing pyjamas. Some people think it's a bit of a waste of time, but I love my pyjamas.
Well, the ones we had were more like lounging, you know, like a lounging.
Loungewear, loungewear. Right, so I'm now going to, that's the piece without the interfacing. Now, this is the thing, because this isn't a circular, we need to be very mindful that we've got the bottom edge, not the top curve. Okay, so we're having that bottom curve, right sides to right sides. I'm going to match up that end point there first. Let me turn it around so I've got my gathers on top. My end point, my midpoint, and then I'll distribute my gathers after. There. Now, don't be frightened, you've got all this thread.
Yeah.
Okay, that will all be gone after you've put this gather in. There we go.
Do you gather right the way up to the where the zip's going in, or do you leave a little bit of flatness?
I leave a little bit of flatness because with it being a concealed zip, you want to be able to have a nice flat point to put that in. You don't want a big bulky part at that zip there. It wouldn't be easy then to put your zip in. So here actually I've got to just take some of the gathers out. So all I'm doing is just gently pulling them, and then that distributes it nicely. There we go. And more pins are friends, and then keep going along. And then all we've got to do is put the inner yoke in, put the zip in, hem it, and it's done.
So you're only stitching one layer of the yoke to it. You don't sandwich it at this point then?
No. So the inner yoke just sits, and then around the zip you actually just do a bit of hand stitching.
Okay.
Just to pull that, well, fold that in. But no, it doesn't need to be attached at this point.
Diane says, hi John and Adele, loving the show. This skirt reminds me of a skirt I used to wear in the 1970s. I know, isn't it?
Everyone's going back, aren't they, in time? But do you know what? It's all coming back. When I look at my daughter, she's all in the 90s stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I can't remember what I was wearing in the 90s. Mind you, I wouldn't have been fashionable in old then, so it doesn't...
So it's like flare jeans, like boot cut jeans.
Yeah, but they're around from the 70s the first time round.
That's the thing. When I wore them, my parents were like, oh, I remember these first time round.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, they were so old-fashioned. And now it's all tie-dye. And do you remember those T-shirts in the 90s that would change colour in heat?
Oh, yeah.
And you'd have like under your armpits and here it'd be a different colour.
Oh.
Well, she's got like a whole tracksuit that's all tie-dye.
And how old's your daughter?
11.
Oh, okay. You're just getting fashion conscious very early.
Oh, she looks older than 11. She's very tall.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I don't know where it's... Well, my family are tall, so that's where I think it's
Okay.
come from. But she's almost as tall as me already.
Oh, crikey.
I know. I'm going to be like that.
Yeah.
You're
Telling
not going
her
out.
off. Don't you be wearing that.
Yeah, you're not going out dressed like that. Oh, that's what my dad used to say. Go back up those stairs. Or if I'd try and wear makeup to school, get back upstairs and wash that face before you go to school. Sorry. Right, back to my normal stitch length now, and we are going to sew between those gathering stitches.
Okay.
I always have my gathers on top because then I feel that I can distribute them better.
Yeah.
If the gathers are on the bottom, it might be gathering up and you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice to have your flat
And going a bit
point.
skew width as well.
Yes. It's better to have the flat point on the bottom.
Yeah.
So just keep that together. Here we go. Oh, I'm throwing pins around.
Oh,
There. So what's your favourite animal on that zoo
Oh, I
programme?
don't know. I keep changing my mind. I wouldn't want to look after the monkeys.
Why?
No, I kind of don't like the monkey bits. I like, what was the one I was going on about the other day? Not armadillo. What was I talking about the other day? They've got long snouts and little bunny ears and a kangaroo tail.
Oh, yeah, they're like, they go with the marsupials, don't they?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know them.
Oh, I do. Yes, you do. I do. I know the name. And I kept wanting to call them armadillos, but the armadillos are the ones that have got shells on them.
Yeah.
But they're a bit like an armadillo. I love them. But I just kind of, the thing is, the two girls that work in the fish bit in the aquarium, you're thinking, oh, and they go, oh, Colin's a lovely fish. He's got so much character. And when you first start watching, you're thinking, oh, what are they talking about? But then each week, when you see the same fish, and like the frogs over and over again and things like that, I wouldn't want to look after them though. But I just what I love is that the people who work at Chester Zoo aren't doing it as a job.
No.
They absolutely adore what they're doing. And they there's a lady at the moment who's looking after the zebras and everything. And you can see her getting all emotional about one. And she looked after the zebra and the rhino. And you kind of could see her saying, oh, she lost a baby, Katini, I think she was called, the rhino, lost her baby last year. And you could almost see her getting, kind of upset. And then the two lady zebras were both pregnant at the same time. One had her baby and it was fine. And then the other one went a whole week and they were like, it's going to be too big, it's going to be too big. And there's nothing, they won't step in.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So then the second one had her baby, but then didn't get up. And there was this awful moment where the mum was just lying on the floor after she'd given birth. Anyway, it was all fine in the end.
Oh. Yeah, I know zoos have been really struggling, haven't they, with the lockdown?
Do what?
Zoos have been struggling with the lockdown.
It must cost them a fortune.
Yeah. I remember the first lockdown, Twycross Zoos down the road from me. They were asking if anybody's trimming any shrubs or anything like that, can they bring them down?
No, it's very funny because I don't know if it's happened, but the lady who runs that zoo is going to buy a house in our village.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
I don't
a
know if it ever
lovely
happened.
zoo. We went there once, but it's a long drive up and back in one day because it's a lot of A roads. It's not really on the motorway. But we like Twycross Zoo, and my daughters love the meerkats.
Yeah.
From that, I guess you don't like the meerkats.
No, they're all right, but they're not my favourites.
Oh, but there's so much personality.
Yeah, they've all. Well, you have to watch the program. Hannah, what was the animal that I liked that had the long snout? No, it wasn't armadillo. It was the other one. Armadillo was. Oh no, it was armadillo because it was Aardvark's the one with the case. Yeah.
Oh, there. Ah.
Yes. It's not hard on the outside. No, not armadillo. And what was the other thing you said? Aardvark. That's what I like. Aardvark.
Oh, Otis the Aardvark from CBBC years ago when I was little.
I don't know what you're talking about. Carry on with the skirt.
So we're now putting the yoke on, okay? It does talk in the instructions about finishing this edge first,
Right.
which you can do the same zigzag, pinking shears or overlock. I'm not going to do that because I want to get on and actually put this in. And I matched my back to my back. So I used a pin earlier to match that. So I know my back is on my back, and I am going to do the top seam now. Okay. Then what we're going to do is slightly clip into it, and then we're going to do some understitching.
Right.
To hold that on the inside.
Morning, John and Adelle. My favourite animal in the zoo is the chameleon. Oh, yeah, the chameleon's nice, Judith. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it change
There's
colour.
one with funny green eyes that goes like this.
Was
Anyway,
just the zoo the one that had the fire?
yes.
Oh.
That happens in series 6.
Oh, that was a really nice sort of indoor enclosure. I remember going there. Oh, it's so sad. Right. And there we go. I love the giraffes. I think they're so majestic.
The giraffes are gorgeous. Also, keep saying because we're going to run out of time.
Sorry.
But no, don't say sorry at all. What makes you think is when you watch them over and over again, you suddenly think nature's an incredible thing, isn't it? Because giraffes with their long necks, and elephants with their trunks, and rhinoceroses. You know, I thought rhinoceroses were their shit because they put weight on it, but they're born exactly the same, so it looks like little suits of armour.
Yeah.
You know, they've got the little suits, and it's just fascinating. You suddenly think, we don't question that a giraffe has got such a long neck, but then when you see them all together and everything, you think, what, you know, like Mother Nature obviously made them like that because their food was tall and it was survival of the fittest and Darwinism and everything. But it's just fascinating to look at some of them. Some of them look so prehistoric, you know what I mean? And you just kind of think, it's just incredible.
I love David Attenborough. He is my hero. And his shows, when he looks at sort of animals in different continents and the differences, it's just amazing. There was this snake that lived in this sort of desert area, and only once a year these birds, migrating birds, stop there to feed. These snakes had adapted its tail to look like a spider. So this snake was doing its spider like this. The birds, they only came once a year, came to feed on the spider, and then the snake ate it.
It's clever, isn't it?
Oh, it's so clever. And when we show that at school, the kids are like, oh, because they don't see it. And I'm like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Have you seen the one, though, where they had the baby penguins falling down the ravine?
Oh, no, I get upset.
Yeah, the camera crew said, well, we're not allowed to interfere with nature.
No.
So they sat there for 4 days and these little penguins were at the bottom of this ravine. Oh. And in the end, what they did is they didn't pick up the penguins, but they built a ramp out of snow. And then the penguins started to use it. And then they said, well, we feel that we haven't interfered directly with them.
No. Oh, I wouldn't be. You see, that's the thing in the zoo when they were stressing, like they go home at 5 o'clock. So if the animals have their babies at night time, there's nobody there to look after. Not that even if they have their babies during the day, they're not allowed to touch them. Anyway, listen, because we've got to go to Yarn Lane, so we'll just carry on with, we'll just finish this off.
Right, we've just got now a bit of understitching, and then it's just the zip to go in. So understitching, if you don't know what it is, I've just pressed the seam, this top seam, towards the inner yoke. And we're going to do a quick line of stitching to hold that in, and then that stitching will be on the inside. You will not see that stitching. So don't worry if it's a little bit wonky. Get it as close to that seam as you can, and it's just a straight stitch all the way around. Make sure you do catch that seam underneath though, so that's why you need to press it first. Don't skip the press, otherwise you'll be trying to push it underneath as it coming through.
Andy Lynn says, I love how Adelle carries on saying, even though she's holding a conversation. And then Julie says, I think it's incredible that giraffes have the same amount of vertebrae in their neck as we have. I know, 7 vertebrae. So once you've done that, you turn it over.
Well,
apart from putting the zip in.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We'd put the zip in at this point as well.
Yeah.
And then we'd turn it over, fold the edges, just a bit of hand stitching along the zip, and then the hem.
Perfect. And how much hem allowance? Can you remember?
I think it was 1 and 1 again.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Just look at that finished.
A little press, and that will push it into there. And there is your lovely.
Oh. See, isn't it funny how different fabrics can make it look so completely different?
Yes. So It has a lovely
Yeah, it's
shimmer
a
to
lovely
it,
feel
doesn't
to it.
it? Look.
And you take your gathering stitches out as well.
Yes.
Now, I would ask you when you're indexed, but you don't know, do you?
No, I don't know.
You will be, don't you worry. Thank you so much, Adelle. That
Thank
was
you for
absolutely brilliant.
having
We've only got to
me.
finish now because I've got to run all
Yep.
the way down to the Yarn Lane studio. So I'll just very quickly do the pattern, just the pattern, at £15.50. All the fabrics are underneath, go to the website underneath. They're not in the shop, they're underneath us. Right. I'll do tomorrow's menu. It's me tomorrow. So here we go. Heartstrings Project Pouch with Sally Ann Harrison. They spelt her name wrong. Then we've got Tools at 9 o'clock. And then Moda Eleanor's Endeavour Quilt with Sally Ann. I do apologise, Sally Ann. We'll have that changed for tomorrow. Then 10 is Jardin de la Reine. Oh, I've got new French fabric tomorrow to 11. Oh, I've got 2 hours on my own then. And then 12 o'clock, sewing machines. Oh, I say. So that's a really good day then. We will change the spelling of Sally Ann's name later. Right, okay. So we're going to Yarn Lane now. So if you're watching the telly, don't do anything at all. Just stay where you are. If you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook Live, or on the website, you do need to go to the Yarn Lane equivalent of each of those. Now, if you've already bought something from Sewing Street this morning, your poster packaging is covered for Yarn Lane today as well. Anything between midnight last night and midnight tax, it comes from the same warehouse. All the projects and products from Sewing Street will not appear on the Yarn Lane website, and all the Yarn Lane pieces won't appear on the Sewing Street website. Even though we're in the same warehouse, they're 2 completely separate units. Just say thank you again to Adelle. We'll see you again very soon, and I'll see you at Yarn Lane in about 4 minutes from now.